There we go. Ain't that song? Let me see how many people gonna get the notification. Let's see. Alright. And I just steal away. I just steal away into the night. I know it ain't right. Why don't you please me? What you know about that positive move? What's good? Alright, let's roll. Let's get this thing going.
DatPiff.com world premiere.
I can feel a vibe, hustle on the ride. Slow light of mine, I'm gon' let it shine. All she want is time, all she want is time. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. Lock the city down till the summertime. Time to slice these niggas up some humble pie. Caravan of foreigns, let my youngin' drive. Elevate my game for the 100th time. You can hold me down through these troubled times. I'll be another victim to my stubborn pride. Hold me down through these troubled times. Be another victim to my stubborn pride. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Middle of the night, kitchen lights is on. Roll me up a back, then I light the stove. Taught her stay calm when the crisis on. She say I die alone, I set my life a poem. High Park hustle, speaking hyperbole. Translation, get the money, never wife a hoe. Clip is full already, now it's time to go. Shoulder full already, where these stripes should go. Crash got opinions, how my life should go. I'm screaming, fuck them, they can suck a dick and die tonight, you know. Bullets, rain on them, cut the life support. My section ride for sport, every night of course. Niggas dying every day, that's the price of war. Gang members spending thousands at the nicest stores. Levitate on 5-star luxury. Every time I ride, shit come for me. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Make a movie, take the top off. About to cross over like hot sauce. On this gutter shit, I never hopped off. Most calculated move by far. Always with a model in a fly car. 30,000 for the python. Rockin' knee highs, drinking white wine. Listening to in my lifetime. In the nighttime, looking at the city skyline. Getting sky high. Took the little bitch to Popeye. She was top 5. Excitement that she get from pop life could never top mine. Once you get the hustle locked down, you can stockpile. Level up another notch now, like a stock now. Every time I take the top down, she arch her eyebrows. Turning up the music hot now, she feel alive now. Love me like we from a small town, let's make them all round. You splurge, I splurge, we ball later and we ball now. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Ain't no going back once them lights on you. Left the dorm in the middle of the night, homie. Affidavits going viral, that's your life, homie. Ain't no point of even tryna lie, homie. Just go out to all the SNY, homies. If you step before the signer, you should die, homie. Fuck you niggas, you disrespected the tribe, homie. Wounded pride, it's written all in your eyes, homie. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Yeah. December 1st, 2017. We begin. All money in. Y'all die. Yeah. Whoa. The marathon continues, nigga. Whoa, whoa. See these niggas all-star weekend. We'll see about it.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy realist. With more facts, less opinions. Humorous, outspoken, I present my devotion. Overly dedicated, I ride my own wave. This path I ride, no one gave. Since 2012, this has been my lane. My life has been amazing, from gunshots to having a baby. Memphis is the city that made me. Being intimidated growing up never fazed me. I got friends and relatives laying in the grave. Product of the hood, but the good guy I prayed to be. Never learned to love until love found me. What you know about growing up as a kid and water in your cereal, or syrup and sugar sandwiches, and peanut butter that tears your bread, or government cheese, or every Friday night you ate lunch meat. See, I know about that life. I know about running home, not from being bullied, but making sure the bully didn't bully me and end my life. Crossfire kids die every other day where I'm from. See, I earned these stripes and learned what's right. And knowledge does reign supreme is what KRS taught me. And I studied the 120 lessons in the biblical text. And what do you know about Ramadan, fasting, eating dates for a special day? See, I have so much more to say. And that's why I built this lane, to give you all this perpendicular perspective of prosperity. And through the proper conversation, we should come to a compromisation. The dialogue amongst my people is lost, and that's what I present. So let's talk. I'm honest, undeniably great with the gift of intelligence, everlasting, professionally accounting currency, and numerous options. That means
Huggie Pacino.
hello, 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 and welcome to the dark side. What's up, y'all? I am Huggie Pacino. Oh, my chat ain't coming out. What's going on here? What the hell? Hold on, y'all. What Xsplit be acting a fool, yo. I don't never want to act right. Come on, act right. If I break up with you and go give me a OBS. Alright, let me see if this works. Let me see. V. Oh shit, the wrong button. Bam. Alright, connect. Meet you connect. Okay, there we go. Voila, where the chat room? You kidding me? No chat room? Word. Alright, let's disconnect. Let's reconnect, right? So I switched to this chat room, and now it just switched to this chat thing, and now it don't want to work. This is weird. So this one doesn't want to work. Okay, well let's go back to the other one then. I need my chat on the screen. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this today, Xsplit. What's up, Pretty Face? I think I spoke to Pretty Face. I don't even know. Let me see. Where you at? Alright, give me a second, y'all. Cause we're not doing this today. I switched from that YouTube thing to this one, right? Alright, so let's remove that. Okay, let's put this source. Let's put a different source, alright? Alright, let's go back to the live thing. Okay, let's see what happened this time. Alright, put that right there. Layout. I hit this button right here. Alright, cool. Alright, line up. There we go. Let me take over my whole screen. Okay, cool. Now here we go. Chat. Authorize. I can't get that damn song out of my head. Why don't you still? Who's singing that song? Does anybody know what song I'm singing? Don't tease me and show me what you can. Yay! Chat room. Alright, so anyway, what's going on this evening? Well, this morning, or afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in. I am Huggie Pacino. I've been watching this Katt Williams thing for the last few days. I wanted to do a live when it first hit, but I'm kind of glad I waited. Cause there's so much shit I could talk about now. You got surveillance video of what actually happened with the boy, with the husband. You got replies from Wanda and the little goofy ass little co-host, and you actually got the donkey. Yeah, he got donkey of the day Monday morning. So now, like Birdman, I got a lot of shit I can talk about. So we gonna get into all this shit. Cause you know me, I like talking about everything. I don't want to sugarcoat shit. In the meantime, I want to get into the original discussion. For those who don't know, Katt Williams was doing an interview, and they were pretty much doing a press run. They got into, you know, like what does he do and blah blah blah. You get to answer questions. So along with the questions being answered, he's a cocky individual. I'll admit, he's cocky. You know what I'm saying? He's arrogant, and it is what it is. However, he's not phony. He's real. You know what I mean? And that's just what you get. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, we're gonna get right into it.
V103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Red Grant is in the studio performing live with you this weekend.
I know, I'm so excited. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. You have always been one of my favorites. Yes.
So you're doing tonight and then tomorrow with Wanda, right?
I'm definitely doing tonight, and I'm definitely doing tomorrow with Wanda.
And then Sunday.
And Sunday.
Yes.
So
50 million shows.
No.
And the last time you were here, sold out.
Hey,
crazy.
It's been a blessing. There's definitely been a blessing.
Now, you talked about you got a special coming up.
For those that don't know, Red Grant is a legendary comedian. One of the most underrated comedians of all time. Just like Katt Williams. But Katt Williams only gets his notoriety because he pushes it. And he don't have that machine, but he pushes and pushes and does his work. And that's what I like about him. He pushed his name and he told the truth.
I'm working on the special right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with my brother, and we're just trying to make it better. I'm trying to put out the best product that I can put out right now.
Well, can't nobody do a special like him?
I know.
You know. Well, I'm gonna say like this. You know, I've been working a long time, and this grow up situation. I don't even know if I want to grow up yet. You feel me? I've been trying to grow up, but it's hard.
It's hard, right? And we still having fun. I mean, comedy is about having fun.
What does it take to make a great special? Because not every comedian can really can translate from the live to the television and still, to the film and still be funny? What does it take to do that?
I think just being real as you can be, setting your goals real high. Right now, I'm just talking about my family right now. I want to just talk about all the stuff I've been going through.
Right.
I'm married, I got kids, what I'm saying? I still party hard, I'm in the clubs, I'm still doing it. I'm still lit as I don't know what. So
he wanted to say still fucking hoes or some shit like that. Because he kind of caught himself. I don't know if y'all caught it. But don't just fucking around. He probably didn't mean to say it. But he was going to say some shit he shouldn't have said. And I'm glad he called himself.
What I'm saying? It's a lot of funny things that's happening during these situations. As I know, things is different now as it is then. So, I'm talking about some my crazy little kid who she's 9. She thinks she's smarter than me. Things like that.
Okay.
Women, relationships, getting hurt, all that. I'm like you, Frank. I'm deep into my soul right now.
There you go. So you're doing this comedy special.
Yeah.
Your boy's right here with you that's going to do it. Can I talk to you and tell me what does it take to make a great special, sir? Because nobody makes them like you.
Yeah, I'm glad he said that. That was real shit. Nobody makes them like you. But check it out.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That only speaks to quantity. I do have more comedy specials than any comedian breathing or dead, so I understand the question. That's only 7 more than Richard Pryor.
You have 7 more than Richard Pryor?
6 more than Martin Lawrence and 6 more than Chris Rock.
Are you serious?
5 more than Dave Chappelle, even though he put out.
Now I think he got 4 more than Chris Rock, but he might be right. But I know Rock got 3. I think Rock got 4 now, or 5. So Rock has 5. No. Rock got 6. Rock got 6. So he got 3 more than Chris.
4. And the next.
Are you serious, Katt? You put out that many?
Look how you looking like. Am I serious? Like the fuck?
Those are just facts, sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9 filmed comedy.
I love that shirt. It said "God is from Panama." That's dope.
These stand-up specials
without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix. Yeah, that's why they don't. That's why they don't promote. Nobody does. They don't promote it or sell the items after they come out because I own them, lock, stock, and barrel, and I don't have any Caucasian partners or.
You want to say Jewish partners, but Caucasian don't work. That's the PC.
Right.
People that invest. I'm 50. I've never had a bank loan or a car lease in my life.
Are you serious?
And you know something to think about that brother is that he's not 50 yet. And he said he's 50. He just round off 47 and said, "Fuck it, I'm 50."
That's correct.
So has
he takes pride in age. There's one thing about men. We take pride in aging. We take pride in wisdom. We take pride in growth. Don't ask no woman how old she is. Yo, never ask a woman how old she is. What kind of shit is that? I don't know. Not us though.
You always hear like these comedians coming to say, "Oh, they got the big Netflix deal." Has like Netflix or anybody ever hit Katt Williams and said,
"I'm on my 15th consecutive 100 city tour." On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the.
Now he opened the door for the shade. You know one thing these motherfuckers ain't talking about what he said about Monique. Those must be facts. And they didn't like that. They ain't really taking up for Monique because Monique is not what we are pushing. So that don't matter. But we don't get into that later.
The special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jacksonville.
Alrighty then.
Are you serious?
Or I'm really good at jokes. You tell me.
No.
That was legendary, right there. Oh, really good at jokes. You tell me. What did he say about it? Oh, it's in the interview.
Serious, bro. I just say, are you serious? Because that's interesting news that people
Thanks
need
to Atlanta,
to know.
Pimp Chronicles has already grossed over $24 million alone as one special.
Wow.
Because of Atlanta. Like there are parts of the population that feel like I'm from Atlanta and I'm from Ohio and have never said anything differently.
Right.
Well,
what's your thoughts on Netflix? I mean, they're giving deals. Like we just heard Tiffany Haddish.
Boom. Tiffany Haddish had nothing to do. Like, why the fuck are you bringing up Tiffany? Now, if you really want to understand something, sometimes radio DJs open the can of worms. She opened the can of worms. It's her fault. That woman right there, Wanda, it's her fault this whole thing really even kicked off. All he did was mention Netflix and what Monique was, because Monique was the topic of black people not boycotting Netflix. Now she opened the can of worms about Tiffany Haddish.
It's got a deal as well, and I mean they're opening up things to comics, and for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
First of all, you don't say Tiffany's opening no door for comics. Comics open the door for her. You don't never say a person that has never really proved herself as a comedian after multiple years that you've seen or heard her around, and you don't say she opened no doors for shit. People open the doors for Tiffany Haddish. And people like Katt Williams, people like Kevin Hart, people like Gerard Carmichael, Hannibal Buress. We could go through many names. Open the door for Tiffany Haddish. Facts.
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
So if people understand that it's not personal,
right?
Then they could just,
I didn't know that,
for free, take their ass to work and get their numbers up.
Facts. Simple. It's a numbers game. Like you said, Netflix don't have an opinion in comedy. This business.
Yeah. Dude,
like Netflix don't call nobody. That's the joke. The joke is Netflix ain't giving me. First of all, Netflix ain't call you. Knock it off. It's Coca-Cola knocking on people's door to see what type of beverage they having today.
So they go by those ticket sales. That's dope.
What else could they go by?
Yeah. And I thought it was like popularity.
What comedian don't think everybody can't wait for their next special? Who don't think they got something to say? The fact of the matter is, what makes a great comedy special is if 100 people talk at the same time that you talking, are you saying something different than them people are saying?
No.
Because if you are, then you deserve a special. And if you don't, you're going to find out you're not special. Because they're going to let you do your special, Gerard Carmichael, but nobody's going to watch it.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I think Gerard Carmichael's a funny guy. But there's something in this interview that I hate him about, and we're going to talk about that. I want you to pay attention to his words. Pay attention to what he said about these comedians, and I'm going to give you what they all have in common.
They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly.
You see that?
And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be. But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to in Lenox Mall, let alone you making them movie stars. Why? Because ain't nobody gonna sleep with them. You only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke.
Now, oh no, all of them not fat. We'll make sure we get this right. I don't want to miss the names. Carmichael, Kevin Hart, Hannibal Buress, Hannibal. Okay. All right. So Lil Rel is one of the guys that just really started kicking out. He's from Chicago. Last time I checked, he was in Get Out, and a few other movies. And truthfully speaking, Lil Rel is under the Gerard Carmichael umbrella. He's the one that helped his career. For the record, Kevin Hart did a lot of urban movies, so to speak. When you think about it, Dame Dash gave him his first movie role, and I could be wrong about his first, but I know one of his biggest movie roles in the beginning of his career, it was Dame Dash that gave him his start, that gave him his boost. Dame Dash is black, by the way. I just thought I'd make that clear. Number one, another thing, Gerard Carmichael in general. Gerard Carmichael, the Carmichael Show, for that matter, on NBC, was one of the biggest TV shows that black people needed. It was one of the most important TV shows that black people needed. And it wasn't that the show was successful. He canceled it himself. He quit the show. Now, granted, there was a lot of black people who didn't even know that show existed. They didn't even care for it. One of the people said, "Oh, that shit is too intelligent for NBC." I love the show. I agree with what Black Cupid said. I love the show. The show was excellent. The show was phenomenal. We needed that. It was like the Cosby Show of our era. Now, I'm not trying to say he's a Bill Cosby. What I am saying is that not many black TV shows that you can say that shit makes us look like good black people. It makes us look like we have something to offer. However, Tiffany Haddish ain't shit without this show. And once again, Gerard Carmichael boosted her career. And you know what all these people have in common? They're all dark skinned. Now we're going to get into what he said later on, and I'm going to show you the hypocrisy in his statements. Got to pay attention to what they say.
Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique.
And yeah, not down Monique. It's based on the fact that Monique is a veteran. She's been here, done that, and maybe she just ran her course. The average female comedian is not really funny anyway, if we really just want to be honest.
Up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I'm the introduction to Tiffany Haddish in the movie School Dance.
He's absolutely correct. This is gonna fuck you up. Listen to this.
The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has.
Right. This is the most viral clip of this movie. He's correct.
That's just a fact.
But the movie the Girls Trip movie?
Yes, ma'am. The one with with three of our greatest black actresses in it.
Hold on. Let me get the names. I know Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett. Who's the other one? What's the third girl? I might Google it before y'all tell me. Girls Trip. Come on. Yeah, Jada Pinkett. Regina Hall. Don't forget Lorenz Tate. Who else was in there? And that's really it. So those are three female actors: Regina Hall, Jada Pinkett, and Queen Latifah. So Tiffany Haddish is just the typical ghetto girl because everybody likes the ghetto girl. It's not hard. However, peep out what he said. He said some real factual shit.
You mean that one?
Right. But I'm just saying, Tiffany Haddish.
Ma'am, you could have had that role, and everything that happened would have happened unless you thought you were necessary to write the Saturday Night Live monologue. I'm a writer. I only care about what you write. I don't care about what you read. Everybody.
Now, basically, he's saying that Tiffany don't write her jokes. He basically saying if you can read a script, you can act. But being a comedian, you have to write. You have to come from up here and write. Like your pen game got to be sharp. So the thing about comedy is just like rap. We care about what you bring off your brain and actually write on paper and present out of your mouth from your brain. In R&B, we don't really care if you got the voice, sing. But I respect writers that sing more than singers that sing what's written to them. See, this is the thing with comedy. It's all about, is these your ideas? Because if you're telling us jokes somebody wrote for you, we're not really respecting that. You don't have to have a certain melody in comedy. You do have to have a certain type of respect from up here as a comedian. And that's what he's trying to tell y'all. You never seen Tiffany do shit on her own. You seen Katt do that many times. David do that. Wayne Brady, Wayne Brady's another one. You know? Anyway.
Anybody can read that can read.
What did you think about the movie? I laughed from beginning.
Like, she ignored his excellent point What about the movie? The movie. He just told you the movie would be anything if your ass was in it. Like, when I first seen the trailer, I was like, oh, okay. They trying to throw the ghetto girl in the middle, and she's the fucking wild card of the movie, and it's gonna work. It's no hating. And I hate when people say you're hating because you got a difference of opinion. I hate that shit too, but anyway.
I felt like...
I thought it was a great script when I saw it in 2004.
Right.
Wow.
Now I want to know, is this really a 2004 script? Because if it is, what took them so long to put that movie out? It ain't like it was a fucking Steven Spielberg masterpiece. What took them 14 years to put that movie out? That's what I want to know.
In 2004. Wow.
Yeah, I have.
Now, he said, I have. So, my thing is Girl Trip really a script from 2004? Why aren't they talking about that being a lie? That's what I wanted. I waited all this time. Like, yeah, nobody said that was not the truth. So that's got to be fact.
I'm so happy for her though.
And if you peep what she said, she's skipping over one point about the movie and the actresses around. Not to mention Lorenz Tate being a legendary actor as well. She skipped over that point. He skipped over this other point. And, well, I'm so happy for her. You see this? She's only happy for Tiffany because she's Tiffany. Not because of any point he made, and she never said, you're right. You had a good point there. And that's what happens. See, these talking heads of these fucking, radio stations, they're talking heads. They have a job to do. Defend what we tell you. Give us a different perspective and make sure these people do not turn against our promotional tools. See, if she's a promotional tool and we want Tiffany to work, we can't have you on the radio station talking about you don't like her, because trust and believe, a DJ's job is to play shit even if you don't like it. Trust and believe, there's a DJ somewhere playing 100 songs a week and he doesn't like every one of them 100 songs. He has to hate one of them, but he has to pretend he likes it because that's called advertising. Shout out to Black You. You have to do a job. You have to make sure all 100 of these songs are likable. Your job is to make sure these songs are hypnotized to the viewer. They have to like them. Whether they like them or not, you have to make sure they like it, and you have to hype it up. You have to say shit you don't mean, and you have to play along with the game. That's the new single from such and such, such and such and such. And then when you turn the fucking mic off, man, I'm so sick of hearing that goddamn song. Man, damn, played that shit 5 times yesterday in heavy rotation. You think he's not saying that? Because you at home are saying that. I'm saying that. Black Cube is saying that. Everybody's saying that in reality. But the DJ can't say that. The DJ can't just say, man, we played this song 5 times yesterday. I'm sick of this shit. But anyway, it's a new single from YG or whatever. You know what I mean? He has to say that. He can't say how he really feels in radio. See, you're controlled. And that's what happens here. You got people that are controlled to make sure Tiffany doesn't look bad. Even if people like Katt Williams are telling the truth. Anyway.
Because
that's what it do.
That baby, I tear up thinking about the break that she got. And
you tear up thinking about the break she got. Trust me. When I think about anybody such as Tyler Perry when he used to be homeless, I think about, oh damn, he was homeless. You know what they don't talk about? Tyler Perry used to be homeless and he came a long way. They don't talk about that. Tiffany just gets started and they talking about a break. Now this is where he's gonna break y'all heart.
To see her do her thing.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
7 shows, $2,500. Do the math on that every week. And look at how hard they have to work to make $2,500 a week. And trust me, $2,500 a week ain't the same in every city. $2,500 a week in my city is the shit. It ain't shit in New York. It ain't shit in California. It ain't shit in Illinois. Depends on where you at.
People like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
I said people like real. How you know she's real? Watch this. Is that what they like? People, what he said?
They love realness.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
Wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man.
Ooh. Yep.
That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt. The only thing before that in the movie with me is I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy. And then all of a sudden divorced him. Then said he abused her. Then wrote a book. Then said he didn't. And then now we're at Brad Pitt. So, hey, you can say whatever you want. She says she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
Now, you ain't gotta like that, but these are her words. These are her words. I'm just saying. And that's the funny thing about it. Like, they call that hating or throwing shade, whatever you want to call it. These are her words.
I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura, all the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. It's no shade to nobody.
Yeah, Melanie.
Now, he's saying no shade to nobody, but it was female comedians, and he said 46 of them that I personally have took on tour that got skipped over, and they went directly to Tiffany. You know, sort of like how we see Nicki and Cardi, and look, trust and believe. I stay talking about Rhapsody, right? I watched Rhapsody come out of nowhere in 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And here comes Cardi B. But then, 2011, 12, I saw Nicki come out of nowhere. I saw Young and May come out of nowhere. Remy gets her punk ass out of jail and gets all the fucking notoriety. Rhapsody is one of those 46 comedians. Just like these female rappers, such as Jean Grey, Nitty Scott. These are female rappers that don't get no notoriety. Gifted Gab, Cyrock. These are female rappers that you probably ain't never heard of. You know who Cardi B is? You know why? Because the same system that got Tiffany Haddish on a pedestal is the same system got Cardi B in your face every day, whether you like it or not. See, radio, TV, and now internet is a form of hypnotism. I learned that in broadcasting in 9th grade in 1997. Radio and TV is a form of hypnotism, and the more you listen to Cardi B, you're gonna like it. Whether she say dumb shit like get in the Grammys and say, I got butterflies in my vagina, like some stupid shit like that. Because whether you like it or not, you call her black. You don't call her Latino. You don't call her none of that shit. You call her black. Yeah, it's like you gotta be somewhat of a sexy chick. Rhapsody is not the sex symbol. Rhapsody is not gonna show you her breasts. She's not gonna dress half naked. She's not gonna do none of that. And she rarely curse. That's something your parents should be want to listen to. Your parents should want to listen to a rapper like Rhapsody. You should have your daughters listening to Rhapsody. Can you put Cardi B? Can you put a Cardi B? Can you get your phone right and put Cardi B on your phone and say listen to Cardi B and be proud that your daughter's not gonna come back at let's say 7, 8, 9 years old. Are you gonna be comfortable letting your daughter listen to Cardi B? You can let your daughter listen to Rhapsody. There's at least 20 songs that you can listen to Cardi B to Rhapsody. Young black girls can listen to Rhapsody, and you don't have nothing to worry about. It's a rare thing she's gonna curse. She's not gonna tell you nothing vulgar. You're not gonna hear nothing about do this, do that, violence, none of that shit. Not from her. Anyway.
He's well taken in too. People really love Melanie. I love the fact that you took her out on tour. Martin Lawrence took her out on tour. Chris Tucker took Melanie out on tour, and when she comes to Atlanta, she does well.
That's not the point. The point
but she's
is
not. She's not there.
The point.
You know what she said? She's not there. You know why she's not there? Because you boosted up Tiffany. You didn't mention Melanie Camacho. You didn't mention Laura. You didn't mention none of these people. Your first fucking name was Tiffany. You opened this can of worms for her to be talked about. And that's what people don't understand. She set the tone for Tiffany. But that's her job.
Point is, we are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light-skinned.
Hypocrisy. Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, Kevin Hart, Hannibal Buress are all dark-skinned. And you talked about, quote-unquote, these are four of the names you mentioned that white people have to enjoy looking at. I could be paraphrasing here. They have to be what white people enjoy looking at, and what black women want to, what women want to sleep with, i.e., sex symbols or attractiveness, so to speak. And correct me if I'm wrong. These are not bad-looking guys. They're not like bad-looking guys. I'm confused. Gerard Carmichael, he's married. I think Lorel's married. Is Lorel married? I know Kevin Hart is married. Hell, Kevin Hart can't stop cheating. Yeah, he played the colorism game with the black women. He didn't play the colorism game with these comedians. The male comedians, meaning that he's a man, right? So why are you playing that game with these guys? Like, use the insult that they're not funny. Cause that's I understand that opinion. I feel you on that. If you have an opinion that they're not funny, that's one thing. But to say that black people this and white people have to find them attractive and then he said that women in Lenox Mall. Come on, man, we talking about Atlanta, dude. We talking about Atlanta, GA, the gay capital of the world. Black Cuban ain't gonna like that, but it's real. The gay capital of the world, the Motown of the South. He said that these four guys will have a hard time going into Lenox Mall. Trust and believe, Lorel could fall up in the Lenox Mall and get 100 bitches. Gerard Carmichael get kid about 2. I know Kevin Hart can get every bitch in there, maybe 90% of them. Hannibal Buress, maybe 50. They ain't gonna have a hard time getting no pussy in Lenox Mall. I mean, most of these niggas is down low and most of these girls is weird. So you don't know if they fucking lesbians or bi. We talking about Atlanta, dude. Come on, bro. We talking about the Lenox Mall. Come on, bro. Really? Lenox Mall? It ain't like you said in New York. It ain't like you said in Los Angeles, Chicago. You said Atlanta.
So, knock it off.
And this ain't no disrespect to Atlanta. We just keeping it real here. I could fall up in Lenox Mall and get 4-5 fucking women. Me. And I ain't good looking like that. It ain't hard to pull no fucking women out of Lenox Mall. We're talking about Atlanta, dude. Pull women in fucking Memphis malls. Wolf Chase to fucking Hickory Hill. Hickory Hill ain't got shit. There's 5 motherfuckers in I can snatch up. In fucking Hickory Ridge Mall. That motherfucker barely standing. It's like 7 stores in that bitch. Anyway.
All right, let's take a quick break. Red Grant again.
Yep, Atlanta Comedy Theater. Make sure y'all are there. This brother will sell out. Please believe it. Atlanta Comedy Theater. Make sure y'all are in the building. If you want tickets, text my name right now, Wanda, to 41411. Get your ticket, shout.
We'll come right back. You hanging out some more, right?
Yeah.
Red? Okay, cool. We'll be right back. Red, you were talking about your daughters trying to be smarter than you?
Yeah, they always trying to be smarter than me.
How old is she, though?
She's 9, you know what I mean? And she's looking at Nick Jr., she's looking at all these little different things that makes her smart. And she got an iPad. You know, we didn't have an iPad. iPad changed the game. You know what I mean?
It did, really.
Changed the whole game. Now they can get information that they had at any time and tell you ain't nothing. And you dumb.
Like, what does she say?
I mean, you know, first of all, she cursed the other day and it shocked me. She said she was PIS, you know, off.
Right.
What's up,
You know what I mean?
What's
So
good,
I was
bro?
like, oh, you are? And I had to catch myself like, do I Because when you curse around your parents when you was young, it was a different level.
Yeah, you got
know?
the slap right away. It was no waiting.
Red, that is not a cuss word.
It's not.
The white household.
Right.
He says the white household. That fucking piss is not a curse word.
Right. I thought he was going to say she said MF or something.
Hey, everybody on the radio spelled that out and
What?
went,
Yeah, what? Red, really?
This came from a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
yeah, she's probably in private school.
Right. Homeschool.
Her teacher probably said, I thought it was 3 already. That's why I'm pissed.
Really, Red. We thought she said
Okay, so
the
she
S
said she
word
was
or
pissed off.
MF word.
Look, as you can tell, he's got a ratchet child. Basically raising herself. Cussing like a sailor, 9 years
Oh, my
old.
God.
That's a harsh word in my household, man.
Well, damn.
This baby gonna get kicked out of online school for this type of language. You're not allowed to log into this academy anymore, young lady.
Wow.
9 years old. That was hilarious.
Y'all ain't gonna tell me how to raise my child.
He's gonna have a
If that's the
17-year-old
worst
daughter.
thing.
His 17-year-old daughter gonna be saying, I got a PP, father. Father.
He's a father.
Boy,
right,
you are
Race.
crazy. Do you use profanity around your kids?
Not around them, but they hear me on stage
I
and
know.
it messes with them.
I'm a cusser.
What about you, Katt? Your kids when they were little.
Oh, no, I didn't cuss around them. They never seen me. They're still I got 3 daughters that still have not seen me smoke a cigarette or anything.
Have they seen your stand-up? Like some people bring their kids to the show. Have they ever been to your show?
Oh, yeah. I'm a single father. So
I know.
I'm saying my children have always been in the business. And actually, the only thing I've actually been proud of publicly, because, I have 19 felonies, so I couldn't be that proud publicly. But the only thing I'm publicly proud of is that there aren't any pictures of my children available.
If you notice what he just did, right? If you notice, I want you to pay attention to some slick shit, because I'm good at doing shit like that. All right? He baited her in, right? I'm going to run it back. I want you to pay attention to what he told you, right? He said, I got 19 felonies. He basically, he hooked her in, right? Like, yeah, he probably peeped over there, checking them out. Cause let's just peep it real. She like Katt. I peep shit like that. But look, he said, yeah, let me, cause he already had the little, he had a silent fucking debate with her about Tiffany Haddish, right? So he already got her heated over there a little bit. So he kind of baited her in with the 19 felonies. People know what he did.
The only thing I've actually been
Look
proud of publicly, because I have 19 felonies.
You see his face? Watch him. Watch the body language. Pay attention.
So I couldn't be that proud
You see how he looked up to the left?
publicly.
Slight smile, smirk. You see it?
But the only thing I'm
Laughing. You see his face? Body language. He said, I'm going to say that shit and watch he bring it up.
publicly proud of is that there aren't any pictures of my children available on the internet in any way,
Hey,
shape,
Miss
form, or
Aisha.
fashion.
All right.
So to be able to protect a squad of black children's privacy for 19 years has been a blessing.
That's dope.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they.
Now, do you cook for your kids? Tell me some of the things you cook. You see that? Because, she heard single father and she heard kids. You see that? Pay attention. He already picked her brain and he already got her, right?
They're proud of like that.
Y'all gotta understand that Katt is a pimp, right? And one thing about a pimp is they pick everybody's mind, no matter who you are. But the thing about a pimp is you don't necessarily have to be a pimp to pick somebody's brain. Sometimes you could just pick their brain by throwing something out there just to see if they use it against you. Now see, peep it.
Ate some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak.
Excuse
What do you
me.
have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make
Unlimited food budget. Like, I got money. You see that? She did open up the can of worms again. She already did it with Tiffany. Now you fucking with me. But I'm going to have fun with you, though. Peep game.
whatever is necessary.
I
with
said what
7,
they like.
excuse me.
Excuse-
You hear what she said? Now, what they like. Now run it back. Listen to him.
Black children's privacy for 19 years has been a blessing.
That's dope.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have?
Yeah, no food stamps too, by the way.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget.
And if you notice, she's over there. This is where my curse says she's over there. Direct eye contact. And I don't care what nobody say. Direct eye contact intimidates a woman. Whether y'all like to admit it or not. Black Cuban, can you put a one in the chat? If a man can give you direct eye contact, that's intimidating. It don't have to be negative in intimidation. But you're either intrigued or you're intimidated. Let's say it. Let's put it that way. Am I right or wrong when I say this, Black Cuban? If a man gives you direct eye contact and he's talking to you and you believe it, you're intrigued or you're intimidated. Right or wrong? Anyway, let's continue.
You can make whatever is necessary.
I
with
said
7.
what they like.
Excuse me.
And see, he said you can make. You see, she was like, "Oh, excuse me." You see, like, hold on, let me finish this shit. It's a turn on for sure.
Said, what do they like?
Just because.
See, you're intrigued by it. So you're not intimidated, because intimidation can also be somewhat of a positive thing. It don't have to be negative. I could be wrong when I say this. I don't know.
You're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
Now he judging her job. Like, hold on. Like, if you ask me a question, let me finish my answer. This is how an interview works. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this.
You answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman.
He pulled the strong black. You see, you know what he mean by that? Oh, you're a strong black woman. That basically, typically, your behaviors of black women in America. Now watch her.
Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit.
Boom. You see that? Boom. Now I can understand this what made her husband mad. We'll get into that in a minute.
It's starting to bleed over the.
Now you need to get mad at your fucking wife, because I think your wife does like him. I don't think I know. Fuck the dumb shit. I know she like him.
Airway.
It is.
And Frank agreed with it. You see what I'm saying? Why your husband ain't trying to whoop Frank ass? Keep game.
You answer the question.
Hold on, watch it. You ready back?
Said, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
I said you answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over.
Y'all see that slight wink? A slight wink. You see it?
The airway.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let everybody know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July 2020.
Now, you can peep that as a joke, but I ain't gonna lie. When I talk about a woman's lips like that, I think about getting some head. I'm not even gonna lie. If I compliment your lips, I think either I want to kiss you or I want to put my dick in your mouth. I'm hoping your kids are not watching me at 3 in the morning, 4 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock West Coast. And if you're somewhere on the East Coast or overseas, 12, 11 o'clock or whatever fuck. And I think that would be, it would be 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock on the overseas. If you far on the other side of Hawaii, you 5 hours behind. But yeah, he's talking about them lips like, I wouldn't mind putting my dick in her mouth. I ain't gonna lie. He's saying that basically he already let it be known. I think you like me a little bit. You see that?
That's right.
Now remember, he already threw the 19 felony thing out there. Pay attention.
So
look at her.
You cook, Katt.
All right. So the thing is, with 7, you become a good cook just because you got too many different opinions. Like 4 of these is daughters, so I got a daughter that only eats vegetables, and then I
got daughters that's a vegetarian.
Got a daughter that only eat meat.
See that?
And I got a daughter that doesn't do dairy.
Yeah, lactose.
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're.
I said the wrong word. Lactose. Is it lactose intolerant? Is that how you say it? I could be wrong when I said that word.
You're cooking you're cooking for whoever is 4 out of 5, right?
Yeah.
And then you're making the adjustments from there. So you might make lasagna, but you understand that only 4 or 5 people out of 8 are going lasagna. So then you have to do a vegetarian lasagna just so that you can cut the difference. And then because these are Negro children, you make chicken wings and make 1 dozen of those. So you got a lasagna, a vegetarian lasagna, and 12 wings. And then you fill it out with salad and bread. And then adult here gets that glass of Port Reserve from Chateau Alon.
Chateau Alon,
and the
baby.
young children get that sweet tea from Publix, and there's a meal with a budget of about $64 that'll feed 7 people.
Now, this is a man that just broke down how to feed 7 kids based on all having a different taste of food or different types of eating habits, right? You got most women that can't even make a food plan for 2 or 3 kids. He just did it for 7. And that's pretty simple. Not complicated, it's very simple. Most women, they got children, they don't even know how to come up with some type of plan like that.
All right.
I love it.
The hood education from Katt Williams.
Okay.
All right. Red Grant.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
Boom. How many kids you got? He got her. He already got her, like right here, like she right under this fucking pinky nail.
I have 3 boys.
X.
You see that? She like, I got 3 boys. And if you notice in this interview, she never mentioned her husband, not one time.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Look at that.
Aren't boys simple?
Look at that. Now he's flirting with her. Aren't boys simple? Boys are so simple. Don't get it twisted. That's simple. I don't know, to me, I'm a man. My boy is simple. Very simple. What I say, go. That's why he go to his mom and try to get his way. Like, one day he came over here, he wasn't feeling well, and he had a Sprite. A big ass fucking 1 liter ass Sprite at that. I said, give me that. You're not taking that with you. He left, was upset, told his mom, go get him a drink. Go get him a soda. He knows I'm not the passive one. She is. I don't play that shit. If I say no, no means no. I'm not changing my mind. They are simple.
Aren't boys simple?
Now, being that you got a husband, whether those kids are his or not, if you got 3 kids and you're married, you shouldn't hesitate, because he should be fulfilling the role, whether these are his kids or not. If you have a husband, 3 of these boys should have some type of, ease of just saying yes. But she's hesitating.
It can be.
Can be. Horrible answer. And watch what Katt say.
It can be.
Look how he looked over there. Look that kid, look that red light.
Wanda knows she.
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Didn't do as much cooking. Pay attention to the words.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you didn't.
Didn't say that you didn't cook. You see that? Then she don't pay attention. And that's one thing about a lot of women. They don't pay attention. She said something he didn't say. He said you didn't do as much. He didn't say you didn't cook.
That's right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
And the end? What the fuck? You killed your kid? The fuck? And see, that's her out of anger. Now she sounding stupid. Like, beginning. Don't say the beginning and the end. The fuck? Like, your kid's still alive, right?
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
Look at Red.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli.
Boom! She said she do a really nice broccoli. How you do a really nice broccoli? What is a really nice broccoli? And if I'm Katt Williams, I'm like, yo, broccoli, bruh.
They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey.
Now she said baked chicken, but you should have said baked chicken and broccoli. You led the premise all fucked up. and now he gonna flame your ass.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli. And tell me, does it say heat up water? That's the only step in broccoli. Heat up water.
Simmer.
Have you ever
He said simmer. Fred said simmer.
heard of burned broccoli?
Can you burn up broccoli? Yeah, if you ain't got a wall that pot, you let that pot overboil. But you letting the pot overboil with water, you fucking can't cook anyway.
You burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water. You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn. I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarans. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarans.
No, he said sprinkles with Zatarans. That shit was funny as hell, yo. Oh.
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at.
Now, what's up, Miss Angel? Now, notice, all this time, she still ain't mentioned her husband. But we know who her husband is.
Telling us about what's going on in jail.
Boom. You see that? Tell us about what's going on in jail. He already had her thinking about 19 felonies. That's how dumb she is. This is a dumbass woman right here. She dumb as a box of rocks. She fell for it. Now watch what he do.
Yes, ma'am. And getting out to tell you.
Yeah, and getting out to tell you about it.
But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Boom, you see that? Oh, shit on her.
True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show. I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you.
you for coming.
Look how he smiling at her like, he thinking like, man, you just don't know. I put my dick between them lips that I was just talking about earlier.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Look at her. Look at her. That pussy wet. Bro, listen, bro, take my hands up. Listen, you can't tell me that woman pussy wasn't wet over there. Look at her. Like, she can't even pretend that she just trying to be professional. She thinking like, I would fuck Katt Williams. Who can't see that? Who can't see her? Look, I can see right through her. Listen to her voice. Let me run it back. Listen to her voice.
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am. And getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show. I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you.
for coming.
Look how he looking at her. That shit is priceless, yo. How he looking at her, yo.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Look at that. He soft his tone. Look what she do. Look at her.
Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Don't out here with that crazy ass.
See, he said he made the joke about Frank. See?
Is he crazy?
And hurry up and get to the salon. All right, it's the people.
Boom. Hurry up and get to the salon. Bad joke. Bad joke.
Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of.
Look how he looking like you talk about my hair. Motherfucker, I know you got a wig on. What is wrong with you? You kidding me?
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, and you know what? Let me tell y'all something. My hair was longer than cat shit at one point. And yo, the job that I had was it was at Exxon. So just imagine Exxon. I'm being seen all day, and at least there was 70% women coming there all day, right? So there would be times I just have a ponytail. Sometimes I just have my hair down. I get a wrap or whatever and curl it up. I used to just do shit to my hair because I know how to do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So one day I had these twists in between. I had a lot of twists between. And I had like this thing where I had like twists, curls, twists, curls, twists, curls, like all between it. And I had them like zigzag twists, and I had curls between it. And my shit was like way, like my shit, let me see. My shit would be down, like my hair would be down here and down here, like past my shoulders. Long as hell, right? And that's with the curls. I ain't even, like when I press my shit would come down like almost to my elbow. Like I'm 6 feet tall, so you can just imagine that, right? I would press my hair would come way down, right? There wasn't one woman that came in that store. It was probably 90% of the women that would come in that store and ask, could they touch my hair? 90% of them. I didn't have a perm either. I used to do like hot oil treatments. I would just blow dry it out, press it, do different shit to my hair. And I like the fact that he could, in 2018, he could get to the salon like, no, my hair ain't fucked up. I ain't got a perm. Oops.
That's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
He said gnarled fingers.
So they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No.
Look, peep this.
That's not how that works.
Oh.
He said, come on over here. Peep out what he said.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air, so they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh.
He said, come on over here. No, that's not how this works. Bring your ass over here. You come touch my hair. You want to touch my hair, you get up and you come do it. You see that? Now she's not liking him. Peep game.
Oh, okay, well then stay over there.
You see that? Now she don't like him. Because he's not bowing down to her fucking command.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
They tell Wanda to take off them headphones and the wig. Like a combination. Like you take the wig off and you take the headphones off, the wig will come with it.
That wig and the headphones come together.
Old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
He said them old ass clothes, and peep what he said.
Old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Look how he's looking.
She said, I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
He said, I want to apologize to the people at Versace. This is the 2019 summer line that has not come out.
Open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
You see, he's mindful that, no, the cameras are on, but live at the moment, people are listening to us. They're not seeing it. So I had to be clear. Let me pull the tag, the fucking name tag out on my shit, so you can verify this is Versace. What the fuck is wrong with you? You see?
Yeah. But
now, keep in mind, not one mention of her husband. Nothing. No man, no boyfriend, nothing. This dude that dipped into her personal life. She didn't mention this dude not one time on the show.
She opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
He said, open it up so you open it up so we can see it. You damn right, because we on the air. And later on, you're going to put this on YouTube, but I want to make sure live at the moment, this Versace bitch. Say it. Say it. You see it? Say it. You see?
Happy
whatever store is for the Black Lane Bryant.
That was epic right there, yo.
Okay, let's play some music real quick if we can.
Look how he's standing on there like, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Thinking like, I'm so glad he ain't making no jokes about me. This shit gonna be big.
To Forever 21.
Yeah.
Necklace collection.
That's right.
They don't remember me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one.
Man, look.
Big on the radio.
That's right.
She said you can't talk about size. You big on the radio. Oh man.
And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
He said you're big in prison. Got her with the 19 felonies. See what he did is he told her, he said it right, and she held on to that shit for so long, and she couldn't wait. It's like what it happens is this is her last resort of a joke. So this is like the haymaker, right? Like the boom, like the haymaker. He threw the haymaker out, right? She threw the haymaker at him, and watch what happens.
Never been to prison.
You have
19 felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah.
No convictions. You see that? Fucked you up, didn't it?
Knock it off. Prison
Knock it off.
and jail aren't the same.
Prison and jail aren't the same. See?
No.
Okay.
No.
See, I've been to jail. I've been charged for a felony and a misdemeanor. One was dismissed, and one got lowered to a misdemeanor.
No.
Never been convicted of any felonies. I'm gonna clean as a whistle. I love saying that. I love saying that shit.
No.
Calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
Only one of us has a $12 worth of jewelry on. What's up, Michi? What's good?
No, $12.
No. That all is available. If you wanna have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash.
A free car wash.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Look at that. And she said, listen, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm looking at this shit, like if I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view, she was thinking like, damn, I had a chance to fuck Katt Williams. And now you don't. Still no mention of this husband. What's up, Don Diva? Still no mention of her husband. She ain't mentioned shit about no man. Y'all ain't peeping it? I think after all of this flirting she just went through, she should have mentioned that nigga. Once. Cuban, why you think she never mentioned her husband?
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down. She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hell yeah, little mama, we're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, Fresh Comic.
So you already used that fucking joke.
Go ahead. Just go to break.
Your ass out of here.
Boy. I don't know why she even play with dudes like that. Alright. So, for those who didn't know, they responded yesterday. Let's go.
We had to stop the music this morning and have a conversation because obviously there's an elephant in the room.
Right.
And it is that over the weekend, some things went viral online. And
I don't like the fact that you said elephant in the room. That's awkward. Like, I'm just saying that was awkward the way to start the fucking. Oh, that was weird. He said there's an elephant in the room. Yo, hey, look, and for the record, I seen the Katt Williams thing. This is my first time watching this shit, but that comes off awkward that you said there's an elephant in the room. I'm just saying, yo, this is poor choice of words.
And, I guess people expect us always to be transparent
Absolutely.
about things that happen to us
Absolutely.
and to talk about it. So I think, it's time that we got together and decided time that we talk about it.
Talk about this shit. Come on.
Wanda, I want you to lead this conversation because I truly want you to give your words and how you feel, how everything happened. Both Friday and throughout the weekend leading us to this point now. In case you don't know, I'll rewind and recap everybody that doesn't know.
Okay.
On Friday, we had an interview with comedian Red Grant. And up until Friday morning, that was the plan. Comedian Red Grant would come in and do an interview promoting his appearance at the Atlanta Comedy Theater with Wanda over the weekend, but with Wanda specifically on Saturday. Right before Red Grant came into our studio, we got the call that Katt Williams was coming with him.
Right.
As he should. They homeboys. Red Grant been riding with Katt Williams for probably, a couple of decades now.
Katt Williams was not supposed to be interviewed.
Why you fucking talk to him, Frank? Keep in mind, it's my first time watching this shit. Are you making excuses for saying something to Katt Williams about him? How you make it special? Like, that's what you did, Frank. Frank, you acting like a real bitch right now. Frank. Like Pac say, Frankie. Bro, you asked him a question. You opened up with an interview, technically, and you kept it going. And then he extended it, and Wanda extended it. I think y'all should have been brief with Katt if he had nothing to do with the interview. Like, you're making excuses now.
Right.
You know, he didn't come for the interview. The interview was with Red Grant.
Mm-hmm.
But Wanda and I wanted to try to get Katt Williams to come on the air. So that everybody knows, he was very reluctant at first to come on the air.
Right.
Oh! He was reluctant. Really?
Wanda had gone out to talk to him first to invite him on the air. He was like, no, I'm not.
Nigga. Y'all cleaning this up, ain't you?
Gonna come on the air.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get him to at least come inside the studio. Katt Williams didn't want to come in the studio.
Where y'all hearing this shit? How many dislikes y'all got over there? Hold on, y'all. How many dislikes they got on that shit? Cause they had a lot of dislikes on their shit. I just thought that was weird. And don't forget the Ducky of the Day. We gonna get into that too. Hold on 1 second. There's a lot of dislikes on that damn video I'm playing now. This is the teamwork part of. You can't just. Yeah, exactly. Where is it? Come on, where you at? Boom. 99,000 views. And they just put this up yesterday. They have 1.1 likes, 1.3 thousand dislikes, 1.1 likes, 1.3 dislikes, thousand rather. Exactly. Like he should have said less to Katt Williams. And some can look at the first comment, read my mind. If it felt like he had an agenda when he came to the station, why did you beg him to get on the mic? This doesn't make sense. You see that? Anyway. And if he kept saying, no, I'm not begging, listen, let me tell y'all something. There's one individual I wanted to come on my channel and do an interview. He asked about an interview. And you know what happened? When I realized he didn't want to do the interview, I stopped asking. Y'all do this for a living. Y'all look like Frank and Wanda is one of the most biggest shows in radio. Y'all sound like thirst buckets. Y'all sounded thirsty for that. No wonder this video got so many dislikes. And y'all got 40 minutes. It take y'all 40 minutes. And it didn't take you long to just say, I ain't going to have no accountability for this shit.
But eventually he kind of relaxed, warmed up.
They got 1.3 to 1.1
studio and sat down.
Right.
During the conversation, I was able to direct a question to Katt Williams, which he answered. His answers started what became viral.
No, they weren't viral when he answered them. And don't talk about they became viral. Address the questions being answered. You see this problem with radio people? Talking heads, yo.
And him talking about the comedy industry, how you get a deal, how you do stand-up, and his entrepreneurial spirit about doing comedy.
Not entrepreneur spirit. His entrepreneurism, if that's a word. His entrepreneurship. His entrepreneur ways. His business mind is what you should say.
And he really talked some really good information about him owning all of his rights to all of his stand-up.
Right.
You goddamn right, Radiohead.
And how he is the most successful stand-up comedian. He has more stand-up comedy specials than anybody else.
He does. And he got every right to say that shit. And I'm proud of him. Damn right.
And he began to talk about that. And when I say stand-up comedy specials, I mean the specials that are filmed and later become available on video on TV.
Right.
Are you trying to be funny, bruh?
It was then...
He trying to be funny, like, that's like a clever way of saying you ain't got no shit in movie theaters. Because Kevin Hart got shit in the movie theaters. You ain't peeped it. I peeped it right there as soon as he did it. I saw what he just did.
That he started getting loose, and we had some offline, off-the-air conversations with Katt, and he decided to stay for the second part. And he started getting relaxed, and some of that conversation went left. So we want to really start...
It went left because he answered all the questions. He said too much, which I agree. I disagree with one of the things he did. He was showing hypocrisy in the black male comments and the black female comments, and he mentioned colorism. I disagree with that. I disagree with what Katt Williams did. That was hypocritical of him. So I'm not just, I salute him still, just because I disagree with one thing don't mean I gotta have a problem with everything he said.
Guess, Wanda, in the beginning, when Katt began to talk negatively about people such as Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany is the first name. Y'all ain't getting the big picture, aren't you? He didn't say Tiffany name first. He said L'Oreal first. Why ain't nobody saying that? L'Oreal was his first fucking joke. You don't give a damn about L'Oreal? Oh, you care more about Tiffany first.
And Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is the second name. Of course, Kevin Hart. There's a lot of women that want to fuck Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is the biggest comedian in our fucking era right now. He threw that name out. You know why? Because there's 2 fucking comedians who got a very important movie coming out in 2 weeks. I was down day 1. Have a good night. But yeah, let's see what they do, because this is my first time watching this.
That piece really was the first thing that went viral.
Okay, motherfucker, Hannibal Buress, Gerard Carmichael, and Lil Rel was mentioned. Why you didn't say their name? Are you ever going to mention them? Are you going to acknowledge that those 3 people are important too? I think Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish should not even be a part of y'all discussion. I think whatever Katt Williams said about Tiffany or Kevin does not make or break them. The machine is going to promote them. I think Lil Rel, I think Gerard Carmichael, and I think Hannibal Buress, even though Hannibal Buress is solidified, and even though I think Gerard Carmichael is solidified, Lil Rel isn't. I think if anybody hurts, far as a name, it's Lil Rel. Just being perfectly honest, I think Lil Rel popularity down. It falls down. I think his name plummets. Y'all talking about Tiffany and Kevin Hart.
Right now on our YouTube page, it has 1.7 million views.
Got 2.4 right now.
1.7 million. That's just on our page. I saw other blog sites that were 2 and 3 million views.
Right.
So collectively, this thing is pushing around 10 million, if not more, views. In the beginning,
you ain't never seen numbers like that a day in your life, haven't you?
That's what happened.
Right.
You can pick it up.
Okay, so to be honest with you, when
got that makeup popping, look at her. She got more makeup than she had on with Katt Williams though. Go Wanda, go Wanda. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
I found out Katt Williams was coming, I got excited. Okay?
Yeah, I know, because you want to fuck him.
I know many people think, well, you know who Katt Williams is. You know, Katt Williams and I have never officially really met. Like, we don't know each other, like, as in friend.
I know. You know him that, don't you? Thought he wanted to fuck you until he made a joke about your motherfucking cooking broccoli ass.
We've never worked on a tour together. We've never worked together. So this was really a big deal for me to have him come in. So when they told me he was in the green room, you said to me, Wanda, go in the back and see if you can get him to come on, because he had told our producers that he wasn't going to come on. So
yeah. Hey, you know something? I want you to pay close attention to this, right? I want you to pay close attention to this. He probably did that out of respect of his partner, Red, right? Because he want Red to get all the shine, because it's not about him. Nobody's going to say that. I bet you this, how much we got? I bet you the next 40 fucking minutes they won't say that. That's the point I see. If it's about Red, let Red do the interview. I don't want nothing to do with the interview. I want my mans and them to shine. I want him to get the notoriety. This is his interview. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They made it about Katt Williams because he was there. They wanted Katt Williams in the building because they were thirsty. And y'all got what you wanted, but Wanda don't like it. Frank, you enjoyed it. Wanda didn't have a good time.
Went to the back and
Her pussy got wet and then it got dried. She had to go change her panties when the show was over. She was upset.
in the green room.
Facts.
And I was like, hey, everybody, which I always do. And I said, good morning. And then he goes, I'm not coming on the show. I wasn't booked to come on the show. And I said, it's okay if you want to come on. Like, come on. So I was teasing with him about coming on. And so then, he kept saying no. I said, but why? I said, come on. I've never been on air with you. I say, so come on. Here's a great opportunity. So Red Grant, myself, and Gary.
Now, you asked him why. What was his answer?
Started to walk towards the studio. And when we got in here, he still was saying no. He was outside the studio. So I started playing little clips like, come on.
Now keep in mind, there's no prior issue with none of y'all. He just wants his man to shine in his own interview. He want nothing to do with the interview because he wanted it to be about Red. I don't know why don't nobody see that but me. That's what I see. My guy got an interview. Hey man, you do the interview. I don't want to do with the interview because I'm gonna take all the shine. Cause they're gonna be talking to me and this ain't about me. I'm just appearing. You know what I mean? They're not gonna respect you because, of course, if you compare Red to fucking Katt, Katt is obviously the most popular, comedian. That's fact. So he's like, man, I want Red to get this interview and get all the attention. You know what I mean?
And come on in, making him feel good about coming in. I'm excited that he's coming in. So, once he got in, I was excited to really have
very
him in the
humble,
studio,
yo.
to be honest with you. And
he was excited. She letting it be known, like, I always want to fuck Katt.
I felt like as he started to talk in the beginning, he had an agenda. Like
an agenda. He had an agenda. Word.
To attack me.
To attack you. Bitch. Attack you? Who believe that? If you believe that shit, put a 1 in the chat. I dare you.
And I kept feeling some type
shit to attack her. It wasn't even about you. Even when you was talking about Tiffany, he addressed Tiffany. He didn't address you. He threw you. He threw you in the middle of the He threw you in the middle of the issue. Like if you were Tiffany, then it was work for you too. He still didn't insult you. You became a part. If you want to say an agenda to attack you, he didn't attack you. He do what comedians do. He had fun with you, and eventually you try to crack on him. You called him little mama, jail, hair, and he roasted your ass, and you got upset.
Type of way, and I'm like,
did you feel the tension in the room before he even started talking?
I felt.
I don't know if I'm gonna finish this shit. I think I'm going to sleep. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not finna watch 40 minutes of y'all crying. We not doing this. Fuck it. I got time. I'm finna go boil me some water. I'm not gonna put no broccoli in it, but I'm gonna go make me some oatmeal, and I'm finna go give me a bottle of water. Y'all, keep going.
I did, and then I said, okay, where's this going? So honestly, because of the respect that I have for him, like I feel like he's one of the comics that has made it, and so I'm excited. I called my boss and said, Reggie, I never asked Reggie to drop music. I said, Katt Williams is coming. Can we drop music? And Reggie said, yes. He said, yes. We were going to drop music to give him that much time to just have fun with him. So we dropped the music, and I just felt the tension. Like, every time I would ask him something or say something, it was like he kind of came for me. And I'm not that kind of comedian. Like, I don't go tit for tat. I don't, that's not what I do. Nick Cannon asked me to go to Wild 'N Out. I'm like, dude, that's not my thing. I mean, so just because of the respect that I have for him, when he started coming at me, it kind of threw me off. So I didn't know how to retaliate or how to come back because that's not how I wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him like that. I didn't want to go back and forth with him because of the respect. So when it kept going on and on and on, as a person that has integrity, I had to say something back. And I didn't want to because my focus, Frank, in Atlanta was because God had just blessed me with this folder right here to go to the Nicholas house when I got off air was to go help these homeless women. So my mind wasn't on being disrespectful and in a bad place. I just wasn't in a bad place. So I did not want to go back and forth with Katt Williams like that. That
no, you didn't.
Me
You didn't want no smoke.
So bad.
Oh.
That really bothered me. So that's why I never said. People like, why you want to go back? Because I know my mouth. I could have said some really ugly, foul things, but I didn't want to talk to him like that. I did not. It was a respect thing.
Oh, she's like, I just want him to put his dick in my mouth. I'm sorry, she hurt my feelings. Fuck out of here. We ain't trying to do this shit.
So, I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm not perfect. A mistake spread it so fast.
We don't want to hear that perfect shit.
I help people here in Atlanta all the time, from helping the homeless people to helping kids get school clothes, to helping single moms get things for their kids, keeping kids in school, and none of that stuff ever went viral.
Are you reading?
The minute me and a brother get into something,
you reading?
It's
like you don't know you do that shit. What you reading for?
To People Station V103 details number.
She said, "Oh shit, my bad." Hold on. She's like, "He's so hurtful. It's so hurtful." Fuck out of here. Let's do what this motherfucker did.
The morning on
a lot of things in my life. I'm not perfect.
Look what she said.
A mistake spread it so fast. I help people here in Atlanta all the time, from helping the homeless people to helping kids get school clothes, to helping single moms get things for their kids, keeping kids in school, and none of that stuff.
She reading. Why are you reading what you do? When I tell you I mentored kids from the age of 10 to 14, I don't have to read that shit. I know their names. I don't have to read. I don't. I'm saying, like, when I've done that before, I don't have to tell you what I've done. I bought school supplies for random kids, and we raise money to try to get kids to play flag football and go to the Boys and Girls Club and travel and have a good time. And I've been involved with the Memphis Eagles and shit like that, because my son used to play for them and help out with the team and side coach and shit like that. Like, yo, I don't have to write that shit down. I ain't gotta read that. That's something I know I've done. So not only do all they talking heads, they come up with scripts. They try to let's clean this up. I don't know why y'all cleaning it up. Enjoy the views, move on, and let's go.
Ever went viral. The minute me and a brother get into something, it's huge. It's so hurtful.
To People Station V103.
She's like, so hurtful. Oh, you can't be kidding. You gotta be kidding me.
The ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B. Frank and Wanda in the morning on V103. Wanda Smith giving comment about what happened Friday with Katt Williams. Let's take just a few calls. Frank and Wanda in the morning on the People Station V103.
Hello. Hey, y'all want to take calls? Word.
Hello.
I just wanted to make a comment to Wanda. Sweetheart, you should not feel bad, because I'm sure Katt Williams pissed me off and everybody else. He came up there. It just seemed like he came up there to attack you. He didn't say anything to Red. He didn't say anything to Frank. And personally, I thought it was distasteful. I thought it was very disrespectful. You have absolutely no reason to feel bad, because everybody sees him in the news, and we already know he's an idiot. And having money don't make you smart. So you should not feel bad, because he was just wrong all the way.
This sound like a feminist program at this point. I feel like I need to come up with a thing called like a feminist fucking radar. Like, if there was a feminist radar, and if this was not feminism, and if this was feminism right here, I think that bitch like it's right here. It's like stop it. Come on, yo, stop it.
You did nothing to him, and clearly he was just there, and he was upset. He kept saying, "Wanda, what do you cook? Wanda, what do you do?" He didn't ask Frank.
No, you asked what he cooked. What were they not watching the same fucking interview I watched? Did she not ask him what he cooked, and then he asked her, "What do you cook?"
is a man. They were saying because he has kids and he's a single father, they're asking him what he cooks, but he didn't ask.
Oh, you mad because he's a single father? You mad? You mad? You mad because he know what to cook? 7 children and 3 of them got different special needs or special desires to what they want? Or are you mad because one is a vegetarian, one is lactose intolerant, and the other one does eat meat, and then he has to subject himself to certain things that his children desire, and he knows how to make a food plan? Are you mad? That would sound like to me, like, what does him being a single father got to do with what you making up, first of all, because he wasn't attacking this woman.
Anyone else? He just asked you. He was there to attack you.
Frank and Wanda.
He was there to attack you, but he said, I don't want the interview. Like, basically, this is Katt Williams. I don't want to do the interview. No, thank you. My brother here, Red, this is his interview. Come on, Katt. Come on up here. I might let you suck my dick on the air. Now I wanted to know, thank you. I'm good. And you kept saying, come on. And then when he comes up there, oh, he was there to attack you. See how dumb these people are? These people are dumb. Either they're dummies or this is all set up. And that's why I said this is the tool of the machine. Let's make Katt Williams look bad no matter what he doing. He didn't do shit wrong.
Wanda,
nothing.
Listen, real quick.
The only thing he did wrong was he trashed 4 of the biggest black male comedians because he claimed they were ugly and they all are dark skinned. That's what he did wrong. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck about none of these black female comedians in this dialogue. I respect Tiffany because I'm glad that she can make money and she's one of these women that don't have to live in the hood that can make a living for herself. But I give a fuck about the issue at hand. We're talking about 4 black males that he dissed simply because they're dark. Simply that. Colorism was defended only because of the black females, he said. He said nothing like that when it came to these 4 black males that y'all refused to talk about. Y'all refused to even acknowledge that he said their names. The only 2 names you mentioned in this whole fucking problem was Tiffany and Kevin. He said Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, and Hannibal Buress, and Kevin Hart. And you didn't say their names not one time. This lets you know the system only cared about those 2 names being defended.
Did what any...
Oh yeah, it's just look up Katt Williams interview. Katt Williams Wanda. It'll pop right up. And I just played the whole 20-minute interview where they chop it up a little bit, but it's the whole 20-minute interview with Red. Red was supposed to be the original guest. He's going to be at the Atlanta theater or whatever. And Katt Williams was there. And they asked him some questions after they asked Red. And then next thing you know, Katt Williams talked about a lot of shit, like about how he, got Netflix, paid him some money, and he independently owns his shit. He's a businessman and he owns masters to all his work and etc. And he opened the door, and the girl was the one that brought up Tiffany Haddish, and he was the one that said that when did being ghetto become marketable, and you know what I'm saying. And he never had a problem with Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? He just keeping it real. That's his opinion.
Comedians were doing the schoolyard and that happens. I totally agree with you. He was bitter from the time he got on the radio. Y'all
can't tell me that this is not set up. These are prop phone calls. Can't tell me no other way.
And what I don't think Katt respects is the game has now changed. It's not about...
What does the game have to do with changing or anything? Katt ain't running around complaining about shit. The man just told you his fucking Pimp Chronicles grossed $24 million. And he owns it. He got money from Netflix. He has more specials than every comedian. What are you talking about? Go tell that shit to Monique.
Rappers don't sell CDs because you can get the music from anywhere.
Rappers don't sell CDs. You know why rappers don't sell CDs? Because black people feel like we're not going to buy it. You know who do sell CDs? Country music artists, rock artists. every other genre, not us. Niggas don't support niggas no more. Because we feel there's an avenue to go get it for free, and I'll admit, I ain't buying nobody's shit. I'm not buying nobody unless you independent. You're an independent dude, I'll buy your shit. Cause I know you ain't got no handler to look out for you.
People blow up on the internet.
I'm just being real.
Very fast. Very fast. And he's not respecting the game has changed. Everybody doesn't have to put in the same amount of work. Don't knock other people because they're universal comics. Let it go. Get your money.
And you know how they want to dress being ghetto when did that become marketable? You know why it became marketable? We made it marketable.
Let Wanda get hers and everybody else get theirs and let it go. You can't be bitter. What grown man
bitter? Black men always bitter, huh? I'll be back.
Knows how long his hair is. I have no idea. What grown man? Yeah, you do Phillips Arena, but don't forget the show that you stopped because you was high and you had to give them people their money back. It was a lot of places you could have went, but you didn't. I understand that and I respect it, but he got to let that bitterness go.
It was just hurtful. I promise y'all. Like, that was my first time meeting Katt Williams. Like, we've never talked. We've never had a show together. I was excited. Again, I asked Reggie, can I drop music? He's coming. And everything just changes. It's crazy how something was supposed to be so great ended so bad. And I do understand that, with prosperity comes prosecution. I get that. But I wanted to be in a peaceful place. And that's why I wasn't. And they was like, oh, Wanda, he said this. Why didn't you come back? I didn't want to talk to him like that. That would be like Denzel Washington coming in here and I disrespect. I got that much respect for Katt Williams. You made it. I'm happy you got all of that. But I'm just not a person to down other people. I wanted to praise Tiffany Haddish because of her success. Yeah, it may have been short-lived. A lot of us didn't know who she was. I went back to the movie theater 3 times. That's how much I enjoyed that film, bringing women together. You know what I mean? Like, that made me happy to see her move forward. I am happy for Kevin Hart. I'm happy for them. I'm not jealous and I'm not mad about nobody's climbing up the ladder. I'm happy for anybody that's doing well, even Katt Williams. I'm proud that he could sell out the Phillips Arena. You a black man doing great things.
You better
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, we don't hear that shit. You ain't saying that shit in the interview. We don't hear this shit now. We don't hear that now. Nope. Save it. Now, of course, you don't want to down the black man doing his own shit and running his own shit. But let's throw that in there, because we already hypnotizing the people with these fake-ass phone calls and these people that don't want to play people that, because where's the person that has an opinion that suits Katt? Where's the person that agree with Katt in your fucking interview? Why y'all didn't play that phone call?
Matter of fact, Lamorris and I went to his last show, the last show he just had here. So I had no ill will. I don't know why that went to the left, and I promise you, I just felt like, I spoke with the spiritual lady on Thursday, and she said, you're getting ready to do so
What's up, world news,
Wanda. And I had just gotten this deal. My boss, I was having a hard time trying to get into these homeless shelters to help these women. And as soon as I got the go on, you got it, this place called the Nicholas House want to give you all, you can do whatever you want to do. She called me and said, you get ready for spiritual warfare. You get ready because you're climbing up the ladder. You're getting ready to do God's
I'm always
work.
up, man.
It's gonna be hate is gonna be coming from so many places. I never expected to come right here. This is my job. This is where I work.
Man, cut that shit out, man. She trying to cry. Is she better cry? Is that what I'm watching? Your pussy was wet. You want to fuck Katt. He made jokes. You laughed, and now you crying. Oh, after the weekend? Word? The fuck did he say that was real horrible about her? What did he didn't even say nothing horrible about her. Talked about her fucking wig. And the fuck out of here, yo. That ain't even that deep, yo.
I get on this radio every morning to talk to people to get to jobs that they don't like. I talk to people to help them with their kids. I do things for
fuck
people.
They got to do with Katt Williams,
I don't
yo.
go back and forth with this man like that. That's not cool.
How did you feel when you started seeing all the stuff online?
I'm like this, Frank. I am, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm Frank.
I hate to say it, man. Black women do not know how to play victims. that this is not how you play the victim. You cry on the air live, and then you play the victim even more. Don't play the victim after the views go up and people start talking about what they saw, because now they're being sympathetic toward you because you're a black woman. He said nothing horrible about you. He made jokes about you fucking cooking broccoli. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was on a date with you. If I asked you, so what do you cook? Broccoli? I'd be like, broccoli? Really? And the fact that you got a husband and you said broccoli was the lead fucking the fucking I'm just saying, like, your lead fucking word was a vegetable. Broccoli.
Miami, Florida. My heart is different. I'm a person that I've seen so many bad things in my life.
The fuck they got to do with you cooking broccoli? Stop it.
It didn't bother me. Like, it doesn't faze me that you feel that way about me, because my father taught me how to be strong. You have integrity. You have pride. You got to be prideful. And I also thought about how they did Jesus Christ. They threw.
Man, do not throw Jesus. Come on, bro. Don't throw what Jesus got to do with the show. I'm just saying, what Jesus got to do with your problem with Katt, man? Come on, yo. Come on, bro. Come on, Wanda.
They spit on him. They
Wanda,
did all those things.
come
but
on,
he never
man.
stopped caring for us. And that's how I am.
Oh.
I'm not hurt. I'm not.
Yeah, let's get the Christians gathered around. Come on, bring them in. Yeah, girl, you right. Yeah. Praise Jesus. Come on, yo, stop it.
At it, y'all, because you're upset at what took place. My family, since I've been on this radio for 25 years, you've never heard my family or me do nothing bad to nobody. To no one. And I just felt like, gosh, I never had this feeling on this radio station. Like, I never had that feeling. I just wanted peace. I wanted not to sit here and go back.
You got that feeling.
And forth with Katt Williams.
Baby,
I did
she
not.
got that feeling.
That didn't make me feel good, because I knew when I got off the air, I had to go to Nicholas' house to go speak with these women. And after all of that, I got in the car and I still went over there and I still spoke to those women. They had no idea what I just went through. And I didn't even think about all of that. So just looking at all the stuff online, I've been getting hits from hometown people I hadn't talked to in years. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing to me how something so negative could be so big. And as a people,
some good ass oatmeal,
like,
y'all.
Really, y'all? Okay, is the hate really that strong for me? And I'm okay with that, because I look at how Oprah handled things. I look at how Beyonce handled things. You can't go tit for tat every time somebody says something about you. I just got to keep in mind, I know what my job is. I know what my goal is. I know what God put me on this earth to do, and it wasn't to hurt people. But I do know hurt people.
Him hurt your feelings. It's Katt Williams, bitch. You should have expected it. He told you. He basically said, "I don't want to let on. I don't want to come on your show with an agenda. Please don't have me on there so I can talk about you and make you feel bad and talk about your wig that came with your headphones. Please don't invite me on your radio show. Please just let Red do the interview, please."
People hurt people.
Fuck out of here.
So if I hurt anyone, as far as my listeners, or I made you feel some type of way, I have no problem with apologizing, because that's who I am. I have no problem with that. But I did not expect to sit here and go back and forth with a legend such as Katt Williams. I did not.
Why do you think it went that way?
I have no idea. I have no idea. We've never had words. We've never. You know what? The last place I saw him at the car and bike show. I saw him at the car and bike show. We got on the elevator and he kind of spoke and I spoke, and that was it. I don't really know him. I don't know him. So I didn't understand any of it, but I guess it wasn't for me to understand. But it's just crazy how everybody it took wings and it was negative all over the world. I'm like, really, y'all? Okay, and if that's how people feel, I can't be upset. That's how people feel, and I'm not playing the victim, because I did nothing but invited him here. You personally said, Wanda,
what's up,
go in
easy
the back
recipe?
and try and get him to come on. I damn near, did I not beg him to come on this radio?
Mm-hmm.
I begged him. He said, nah.
So basically you begged to get insulted.
I I ain't coming on. I said, please. I said, please, 50 times to him. Please, he didn't want to come on.
Oh, yeah, you overseas. Afternoon, yeah, you way over there.
I was like, okay, yay. I was excited. And I hate that it happened like this. That's not what I do, y'all. It's just not.
Well, I stand by it. It's very rare black women can play the victim. Wanda's a horrible victim at this point. Look at her face. She's smirking. Stop it. Come on.
And when I got to church Sunday, everything that happened.
Oh, we talking about church? Come on, man. Quit trying to get the Christian people on your side, man. Real people that go to church don't even know who Katt Williams is. Stop it.
Dale Bronner talked about this, what happened. Just like what Kevin Hart said, when you're doing things, when you're doing great things, it's going to come. And I didn't expect that because that's not what I put out there. That's not what I put out there. When I go to the comedy club on Saturday nights, I know I'm giving laughter to people that may not be happy with their jobs or people that are going through things. I get excited to go to the comedy club. And when he said, you know, I'm selling out Phillips Arena, you're just at Atlanta Comedy Theater, you're right. And I'm happy to be there. Each and every Saturday night, I take pride.
I like how she skipped over the fact that she said this man had 19 felonies and tell us about prison. You see that? She skipped over the fact of why he said that. Tell us about jail. Let me inform y'all. Every black boy walks this earth. You have 1 foot in and 1 foot out of jail. They'll lock your ass up for anything. It could be anything. For this, and I'm gonna call it like I see it, because if it quack, it's a duck. This bitch said something about him. Tell us about jail. And you think he can't make a joke about? I'll tell you about it at the Phillips Arena. You gonna tell me about it at the Atlanta Theater? Yeah, but you talked about jail. You talked about something that man goes through a lot, where he always in and out. You know what happens in jail? Men die in jail. Men get raped in jail. Men get stabbed. There's guys that go in that bullshit for nothing. For small shit, and innocent guys don't come out. And for you to be a black woman, knowing that black men, most of them are wrongfully convicted, you made that a staple of your fucking defense. So tell us about jail. You don't say no shit like that. So yeah. Him talking about at the arena. Excuse me. He didn't say that to fucking insult you. He said it to defend himself. That yeah, and I'm gonna tell you about it at the arena. You gonna tell me about it at the theater, at the Atlanta Theater, Comedy Theater. You see that? She skipped over what really was said, and that's what's wrong with this woman right here. She's looking for sympathy. Yet you threw insults. He threw them back. You threw insults. He threw them back. You asked him, what did he cook first? He got every right to ask you, what do you cook?
And going into that comedy club because I know I'm going to do a job. I'm going to do
yeah, you're not going to make it
not to insult people, not to call them the N-word. That's just not what I do. I have fun. I'm a comedian, but it's very few people that can get on there and say, oh, I came to the comedy club and Wanda Smith, you know, cursed me out or called me the N-word. Like, if I do it, it's in fun, and I'm just sorry that it ended this way. I really am.
Do you think that Katt Williams going back and forth was in fun, or do you think he did it on purpose?
I was looking in his eyes.
And you want to fuck him.
And it was like an attack.
No, your pussy was wet. Stop it. We have the tape. We saw the evidence. Michi, you think her pussy was wet? You think she wanted to fuck Katt? I don't know if you seen it. No, you didn't see it. Black Cuban saw it. What do you think that girl was feeling when like before it got real intense? When he was really having she got soft, and when he got soft toned in his voice, she had that type of attitude. She was attracted, and he said, I think you like me a little bit. And she didn't say no. That's why I'm tripping. Like, why the fuck all of a sudden she got a husband trying to fuck with him? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She got moist. Come on, I can see it in her eyes. Even he saw it, and she expressed it.
I don't even
Now I know why you got 1.3 thousand dislikes to 1.1 likes. Now we know
what that was. Like, what did I do to you? Did I say something about you? Did I the mouth on me? But
why you didn't do it? Why you didn't do it?
Respect wouldn't let me do that.
Oh,
it wouldn't even let. I couldn't. I didn't know. And the things that I was saying, you know, they were weak. Yeah, because I didn't want to do it. I didn't. I did not want to talk to him that way.
We're going to take a break. Our number is 404-741-WVEE. The phone lines are lighting up. People have comments. We're going to take your comments next on V103. Frank and Wanda in the morning. Take this quick break. Go to the V103 News Center, and we'll be right back. Give us a couple minutes. Frank and Wanda in the morning. It's V103, Frank and Wanda in the morning. We are discussing the incidents that went viral on Friday with Wanda Smith and Katt Williams and Frank Ski and our show. And it went more viral than we expected. We knew it was going to be good, and a lot of people were obviously pointing to what he said about Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart. Right. And I think a lot of people with the Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart.
You see that? They keep talking about Tiffany, Kevin. And I keep looking over here because I like doing it. Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, and Hannibal Buress. They have yet to mention their names.
Comments. Although they were harsh, I think people kind of was like, that's Catwood.
The Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, and Hannibal Buress comments were way more harsh than they said about Tiffany Haddish. Fuck Tiffany Haddish. She's not that funny. I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you agree. I don't care if you I don't care if you like it. That's my opinion. She's okay. She's cute. That's it. She's cute. And I'm glad people find her funny so she can make something out of herself and grow and make something and make money and provide for her family XYZ. That's what I don't care, because I don't want nobody to be broke. Nobody. If she makes it, she makes it. Do I find her funny? I think in certain moments or certain types of things, like Carmichael's show put her in a space. Script writing for her in that show made her funny because she falls right into place. Some people just fall right into place. It's kind of like with me. There's a rapper named Murs. I don't like hearing Murs unless he's on a knife on the beat. I don't like him on no other production. I need soulful production to hear that dude's voice rap. I don't enjoy him on no other type of production. And Murs is one of the best MCs. I will gladly say I don't like hearing dude's voice unless it's on a soulful sample. I gotten used to that. That's just how it is. Does that mean he can't rap? No. But I'd rather hear him on this particular thing. So I'd rather see Tiffany Haddish in a show where she falls into place. Script, put it in the script. Like she falls right into line. Right in line, you know?
Williams. You know what I mean? He said messed up stuff about other people before. So it was big, but it kind of wasn't big.
Right.
But when you all went back and forth, that became the piece that made it big. Let's take a call. You're on V103. Frank and Wanda, hello.
Hi, Frank. I need to make this comment. In my opinion, Wanda's playing victim.
Okay.
Good job.
We were either listening Friday morning or since then have seen the video. Wanda started that whole negative exchange.
Are we back? Let me see if we back. No, we're not back, are we? Okay. Are we back? Yeah, we back. I figured out how to bring this shit back. My damn internet cut the fuck off. My internet like did this little fucking bullshit reset. So I figured out how to bring it back without starting a new one. So we good. Alright, where the fuck we left off at? Alright, okay. Alright. Before I go any further, I'm looking at my chat over here. Am I loud and clear? Let me know if I'm loud and clear, y'all. My chat is my chat must gotta be late as hell. My chat real late. That's off track. Let me reset. Let me refresh this. And my chat all fucked up. Okay, I'm loud and clear. Okay, let's go back where we left off at. Goodness, I'm surprised I figured out how to bring this shit right back to where it was. So now when that happens, I know how to bring it back.
Morning. Take this quick break. Go to the V103 News Center, and we'll be right back. Give us a couple minutes. Frank and Wanda in the morning. It's V103, Frank and Wanda in the morning. We are discussing the incidents that went viral on Friday with Wanda Smith and Katt Williams and Frank Ski and our show. And it went more viral than we expected. We knew it was going to be good, and a lot of people were obviously pointing to what he said about Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart. Right. And I think a lot of people with the Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart comments, although they were harsh, I think people kind of was like, that's Katt Williams. Right. You know what I mean? He said messed up stuff about other people before. So it was big, but it kind of wasn't big.
Right.
But when you all went back and forth, that became the piece that made it big. Let's take a call. You're on V103. Frank and Wanda, hello.
It's the girl right here. Yeah, I'm digging this.
I need to make this comment. In my opinion, Wanda's playing victim.
Okay.
We were either listening Friday morning or since then have seen the video. Wanda started that whole negative exchange.
Yep.
When she came for his hair, his clothes. Wanda is always clowning people and for fun in the name of comedy. Katt Williams clowned her in the name of fun, in the name of comedy.
Exactly.
It's like you can give it, but you can't take it. You know, Katt Williams did what Katt Williams does, and he clowned her.
And I was okay with that. I wasn't upset, that he clowned it, which I said that's not my thing. I don't go back and forth, kind of like the wilding out thing. I don't know how to do that, the joning and that kind of thing. And I think, and if I could go back with you just a little bit. Remember, it all started when we started talking about the food part. And he said, "What do you cook?" And I said, he said, no, it started when I said, do you cook for your boy?
Say broccoli, goddammit. That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, it started with the hair, when you guys went back and forth with the hair. And to me, it looked like two comedians.
Right. And he was talking about my wig. And
Yeah, he said, you cook broccoli, you non-cooking motherfucker. Why she ain't say that? But she made sure she was talking about my wig. Yeah, talk about that wig. She want to be clear about that. What's up, B, man? He bought more than broccoli, real talk.
Remember, we both did it.
Right. You both did it. And it was two comedians engaged in comedic banter.
Right.
But from looking at it on air, your demeanor changed, and it looked like you took it personal and got mad. It shouldn't have gone as far as it did, but to me it was funny.
Okay, I got you, and I received that. I received
gun
that.
Violence, or even the threat of gun violence, that is so petty and so unnecessary. We've got to do better.
Right.
Now, the threat of gun violence, we're going to get into that because we got the tape, the real tape, the old tape of her husband fucking with Katt Williams.
And so...
No, the nigga she never brought up.
So, I know a lot of people were... It was just so many comments, and, people like, well, how did you feel about, Frank sitting there? A lot of comments were that you were laughing and, I was sitting here. And honestly, to be honest with you, Frank, it caught me totally off guard. And after it went on for a while, I did want it to end. And I know you're the person that normally would cut things off. All right, man, it's time to go. It's time. And that never happened.
No, that did happen.
What you said, you did say.
I tried to go to break like 3 times.
Right.
And y'all kept going.
Right. So.
Quit trying to blame somebody because you trying to blame somebody for you getting cracked on, yo.
So, okay, we played the bumper. When we played the bumper, that's when we kept going over, over the bumper. And I agree. I put my part in. I did my part. I'm not saying that I didn't. I'm not playing the victim. I'm not saying that I didn't.
Yes, you are.
But I think at some point I was expecting, all right, y'all, enough of that. Because both of us were like kids. It didn't end. And I was expecting you to, as the man of the house, to stand up and stop the kids from playing. And it never happened.
I think because, you know, honestly, truly,
you compared yourself analogy-wise to a kid playing, and you wanted him to stop the kids from playing.
What happened with you and Katt is not new.
Right.
You and Sophia have done it. Other people have done it. We've had that conversation. We've gone past the bumper. We've done that before. When we're sitting in the heat of the moment and what's going on in the studio, and it was funny going back and forth, that's why I kept going. I tried to go to break a couple times, and in those exchanges, I think sometimes you would stop, and then you'd say something real quick, and then he'd come back, and then we'd stop, and then you say something real quick and come back, and that's why it didn't happen. Because to me, honestly, truly, you know, I'm not the comedian. I'm not gonna get on this radio and take the role as the comedian. That's not my job.
Right.
But when I see two comedians going at it, that's the way I looked at it. It was funny. It was two comedians going back and forth. Yes, Katt got the best of it, but there have been times where you've gotten the best of it.
And
I don't cut you off, and I don't cut other people off. So I'm not about to be on the radio and be fake. Like, okay, we just gonna cut it off because, you know, I just didn't feel that way. I thought that's what you wanted, and I think that in the end, when we had a chance to look at it afterwards, then people are making those comments like, why didn't you stop it? And I think it's people playing Monday morning quarterback, because in the heat of the moment, that's not what we do.
Well, I also felt like
what
was done on the radio, the people that did hear it on the radio, it should have been left there.
Okay.
As far as the viral stuff and it going on our website, I felt like that was disrespectful.
Yeah, you're fired after this. You don't tell them what the fuck they need to do for their station.
Respectful to me. This is where I live.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bring somebody to my mother's house and have them to break in her house.
Right.
You ain't even got the DC to cut your phone off. Y'all saw that? Look at it. Look at it again.
Radio. The people that did hear it on the radio, it should have been left there.
Okay.
As far as the viral stuff and it going on our website, I felt like that was disrespectful to me.
This was like a sign. You don't tell them how to do shit, because you don't own the show. You don't tell them what the fuck they need to do with the material. You don't even own your own voice. You don't own your voice. How you gonna tell them what the fuck to do with your voice? You're an employee. They want to put that shit on YouTube, it's on YouTube. Then she says disrespectful. And then her phone rung.
This is where I live.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bring somebody to my mother's house and have them to
and she ain't even got a ring off. Yeah, she fucking up, Michi. Very bad.
Them to
Yeah, you're fired. You shouldn't be here tomorrow.
To break in her house.
Right.
You understand?
Trying to play Stone Cold and shit. Who the fuck is you?
I'm just not gonna do that.
Give me a hell yeah.
So this is where I live, and I'm not gonna let nobody come in here.
I feel like WWF disrespected me. What?
Disrespect you.
Right.
You know, if that would have happened, I would have stepped in and I would have,
But understand this. I, as a person that is not a comedian, did not look at it as being disrespectful.
Now she coming at Frank.
I looked at it like two comedians playing the Joneses. Somebody's gonna lose. And it just so happened on that day, you lost.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, you know, like I've sat here and watched other people, and I felt sorry for other people and the things we've done to other people. Right. We've dogged out people on this show before. We've made people look stupid before.
Okay.
We've hurt people's feelings before.
Right, and you got to be able to take it when somebody do it to you.
But I didn't feel feel in the moment that you were hurt.
Right.
I didn't feel that way.
I did not want
Remember,
to
matter of fact, I'm gonna bring you to something.
Okay.
Remember, I forgot who was in here, and you were talking about the last time Jamie Foxx had his comedy weekend in Atlanta. What was it called? Laugh-A-Palooza. And you were having a conversation, and you were talking about how Jamie Foxx was at the bowling alley.
Fucking right.
Oh yeah.
Ragging everybody.
Yes.
And then somebody said a joke to Jamie Foxx that tore him down.
Okay, and I'm glad you brought that up.
And everybody and it was like
Yeah.
But That's what happens. He was in the thing, joning on everybody.
Right. And let me explain that, and that's a good point.
That's what I remember.
Okay, so we were in Laugh-A-Palooza, and Jamie Foxx. It was several comedians there, so we had a microphone, and we were going back and forth with, they were saying mean things about one another. So they were like, Jamie Foxx is adopted. He's adopted. So a lot of people know that. The comics know that. So they were doing things like, Hope Flood, Jamie Foxx like, Hope Flood, your neck is at the front door. You need to come get it. So everybody busts out laughing. Wanda Smith, the weight loss people is at the front door. They coming to pick you up. Everybody busts out laughing. And then somebody got on the microphone and say, Jamie Foxx, your parents are at the front door. They want you now since you're rich. And everybody just paused. And
that was funny. That was funny. It was just comedy.
It did something to him. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never forget that moment.
It was personal for him.
It was personal for him.
It was funny, though. Can't front.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. But some of the people were laughing, and it was it was still ongoing laughter. But I can only imagine what that felt like in his heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get that, and that's a great point.
So I didn't know any better.
But so now that it went. Do you felt like you should have stopped it, or do you feel like now that it's out there and this is a negative thing?
I feel, first of all, I don't appreciate people keep saying you should have stopped it.
Right.
Because we both have the responsibility to stop it. You have just as much responsibility to say to go to break than I do.
Exactly.
You could have looked at the producer and said, okay, cut it.
Get that bitch some accountability since she don't like to have it.
And he would have cut it. But you didn't
I appreciate you, Frank. He was fucking up earlier. But get this bitch some accountability. Since she want to be victim, let her know. Hey, you could have said go to commercial. And you could have went to commercial, and we could have played us a song or some shit, and some commercials, and got this nigga out the air. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That y'all kept going back and forth, so you got just as much power as I do. So I don't want people to listen to the show thinking that I got this magic button that I push. That's not the way this thing works.
Shani, get my charge.
I didn't know. Y'all. I'm watching two comedians going back and forth. That's what we did, and it was funny, and I think that had it gone the other way, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Had you won over Katt Williams, we wouldn't be sitting here having the conversation. So it's unfair to say I should have stopped it just because you lost. That's unfair.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And but let me just say this. Let me just say this. I never want to hurt your feelings. You are my partner, and I love you. So I never want to hurt your feelings. So the fact that it happened and hurt your feelings, I feel bad for. But you're like, your husband shouldn't have picked up the phone and called me. That was wrong. This is business. Your husband ain't got nothing to do with V103 or to pick.
Goddamn right. Run that back. Rewind selector.
Do with V103 or to pick up the phone to call me. That'd be like my wife calling you because you said something about me. That's inappropriate. So I was hurt by that. I thought but I understood. Because
tell that bitch ass nigga put his wife in check, sitting over there with her pussy where talking to Katt Williams trying to flirt. Somebody she cooked broccoli. Y'all be mad your wife said she cooked broccoli. You should be getting a divorce. Fuck is wrong with this nigga? You sit up here you sit up mad because of jokes? Nigga, the joke is that you eat broccoli every night. Fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Looking online and seeing everything that happened online was hurtful. And it wasn't just hurtful for you.
Lame ass nigga.
People talking about you hurts me. Because we're family. I'm not sitting there looking online laughing. Because I'm like looking at it
you
like,
should, bro.
That's my partner. So I didn't like it.
It's funny.
Now to address the whole thing about how it got out, amongst other people that were in the office, we thought you were okay with it.
Okay, but I wasn't asked. I wasn't asked.
But I played it. I played it in the office.
But you still, when we got off the air, we all went into the studio, right?
Yeah.
And we played, you had, I'm looking at your computer, and there's a first bar, then there's a second bar, which I know that the guy in the back, the person edited. So I don't know.
I edited.
Okay, well, who you?
Thank you. He did,
okay,
motherfucker.
So when we got in the office, you were playing it for the digital person. I sat in a chair and I listened to it. And so the first part played about the whole Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart thing or whatever. Then you played the second half. So you explained to him this is when Katt Williams and Wanda got into it. So we were all clear on it took place. So when the digital guy came,
look, check this out. you could say whatever you want. You just didn't want this shit to go to YouTube because you know people can watch it. But trust me, if it stays on radio, it had to be live unless somebody recorded it. You'll never hear it a day again. You'll never hear it again. So this is the thing. She didn't want that shit to be in the YouTube world where niggas is really gonna repeat and watch it and watch it and watch it. But it's too late. We don't want to hear that shit. You got Clown, you got Joan, you're a comedian. You're supposed to have thicker skin than me and anybody else that's not a comedian. We don't want to hear that shit. I've been cracked about. Listen, people on YouTube have said shit about me, and even I laughed at it. Trust me, I've laughed at shit said about me even recently. I'll be like, yeah, that's some funny shit right there. I'll laugh at that. That's funny.
Back to the door. He says, I'm going to go figure out what I can put together, and I'll be back. So I hung tight. We waited, whatever. So he sat and listened to the entire thing in its entirety. So when he left and came back, I don't think you were in the room. He came back and he came to the door and he said, "Okay, I'm going to start where Kevin Hart starts to talk, where Cat Williams starts to talk about Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish, and I'll end there."
Kevin Hart and Tiffany. No L'Oreal, no Hannibal Buress, no Gerard Carmichael's mentioned in his live in this radio show. Never. They never mentioned the names that was all mentioned.
And so I took it as, okay, well, that's all he's going to play.
You talk about an agenda. This is an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it. It may have been a misunderstanding, but I heard that in my ears.
Yeah.
So when I saw it on, am I correct? Okay. When I saw it on YouTube,
I don't think he agrees with you.
Okay, he doesn't agree. Okay, when I saw it on YouTube.
Yo! Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, they should have showed that dude's face on the air. That would have been priceless. Let's run this back. People.
How I took it. It may have been a misunderstanding.
Look at her face. Watch it.
In my ears.
Yeah.
So when I saw it on, am I correct? Okay. When I saw it on
YouTube, I don't think he agrees with you.
Okay, he doesn't.
He said, I don't think he agrees with you. What's up, Wax, bro? I think I spoke to you, but if I did, I spoke to you. She was like, I don't think he agree with you, though. The fuck? Like, you like, did you see it? Yeah, but he don't agree with you.
Okay, when I saw it on YouTube and all the other stuff, I'm like, okay, I have no idea who
I think the misunderstanding was what the digital department was talking about was the tease.
Okay.
The 1 minute tease that goes on Instagram.
Okay.
He was talking about where he was going to cut the tease.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't clear with that.
But what happens in the studio, we normally play the whole thing back.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we do that. We play the whole thing back. So, you know, for that, I think that was the misunderstanding. Because I truly left here thinking we were good with it. I would never put something on the air. I mean, obviously, what happened on the air happened, but I would never recirculate something that was uncomfortable. I mean, but let me say this. Let me be transparent and say this.
Right.
I had to get on this radio station and talk about my bankruptcy.
Absolutely.
Now, I talked about it and talked about my divorce. After I got off the air, I felt some kind of way.
Right.
But when I went on YouTube to watch it again, it hurt me. But I had to let it go because it's already there. It's already out there. So I know how it hurts when you go back and you've had time to think about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't really think it's cause to, blame anybody.
Right.
It was just I did it. I took the shot. I said what I said on the air. Subsequently, digital taped it, and the interview lives online. And I've had to be okay with it.
Right.
Other people, we're gonna take a quick break because there's other calls that people want to talk about, and then we'll talk about if you want.
I do.
What happened afterwards?
I do. I just want to clear a few things up.
Okay.
About what happened at the comedy club, so that we're clear. And it was, I just want to be clear.
Frank, they playing the music like, bitch, we not on this side right now. Like, and everybody's against you. This is odd. Everybody's against. Listen, they tried to help you clean it up in the beginning. Frank was lack of accountability. He tried to clean this shit up, and then you have the nerve to go off on the crew because they got put online. You can't tell these people what to do with your voice. You're an employee. Can't tell these people what to do. You don't even own you. You don't even own you right now. And that I guarantee you, before this year is over, will not have a show. She's done. She seriously said it was disrespectful for them to put it up.
Frank and Wanda in the morning, the People Station V103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop and R&B. It's 9/11. It's Frank and Wanda in the morning, discussing the viral situation with Katt Williams that happened over the weekend. Wanda, from Friday to Monday morning, it's been going crazy. But many people want to know what happened on Saturday with the reports that are coming out, and including the report that came out.
You better tell the truth, because I'm going to watch the tape.
Out on SandraRose.com.
Okay, so Saturday night, which I always perform at Atlanta Comedy Theater.
He said the Black congregation want to swap Wanda and Monique for Michelle Wolf. Yo!
Red Grant was a headliner. So, I got to the comedy club to do what I do.
Yeah, you got to the comedy club.
Saturday. So, when I got there, I always have a guest list. So, I had a guest list of a couple people supposed to come. My makeup artist had some people that was supposed to come. So, what happened was they asked, they were like, Wanda, you got guests? I said, yeah. So, I brought the comedian on, and I went back in the green room. So, one of the guys came and said, hey, Wanda, you got guests at the back door. So I left the green room and I went to the back door, where we normally let our guests in. So when when they opened the door, I'm looking, I didn't see them. I saw two of the people, but I was looking for the rest of the people. So I walked outside the door. And when I walked outside of the door,
lie.
I saw Katt Williams.
Lie. I caught it. I don't even know the story, and I know I caught a lie.
And his bodyguard walking up towards the comedy club. And so he saw me and he made a beeline to where I was, came over and was like, I told you effing with me gonna make you go viral. And that's when my husband said,
so he stepped to you.
Yes,
we're gonna find out on the tape.
He was walking and walked over from where he was in the street in front of the grocery store.
Now, when did he tell you fucking with him, you're gonna go viral? When did y'all have this conversation? Because that's not what you said earlier in this entire thing. You never said y'all had to talk about fucking with him going viral. You never said he said that. So this is the first time y'all had a discussion about fucking with him. So is there something you need to tell us here? Because you just told us something that pretty much, it fucking contradicts your statement in the beginning. You gotta get this together, Wanda.
Walking down.
I knew she was lying when she said, like, watch the way she stuttered. I knew she was lying. So when she said what she said,
they asked, they were like, Wanda, you got guests? I said, yeah. So I brought the comedian on, and I went back in the green room. So one of the guys came and said, hey, Wanda, you got guests at the back door. So I left the green room and I went to the back door, where we normally let our guests in.
Right here. Watch this.
So when when they opened the door, I'm looking, I didn't see them. I saw two of the people, but I was looking for the rest of the people. So I walked outside the door. And when I walked outside of the door,
lie. Blink. Lie. Pause.
I saw.
Pause. That long pause. Lie.
Katt Williams and his bodyguard walking up towards the comedy club. And so she's
thinking of a lot. How many pauses have you saw right now?
Saw me, and he made a beeline to.
Saw you, made a beeline to you directly.
Where I was, came over and was like, I told you effing with me gonna make you go viral, and that's.
But when did he tell you that prior? When did he tell you that prior?
That's when my husband said.
So he stepped to you.
Yes, he came. He was walking and walked over from where he was in the street in front of the grocery store, walking down. He made a beeline turn to come over where I was and said, I told you effing with me would make you go viral. And that's what my husband said, hey, dog, man, find something else to do, dog. He was like, I jump on you. And then So the police was there. The police is always there. Security is always there all the time. The police is always there. So all the rumors that are out there, I can't move forward.
Yeah, we can't address anymore legally because of that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. The phone lines are open. People are calling.
You better hope that's what happened in the tape, because if it didn't, you just lied.
741 WVEE, Frank and Wanda in the morning.
We have the footage.
On the People Station V103. discussing the viral situation that happened with our interview with Katt Williams.
I like that beat,
Jump
yo.
on your big ass.
That's what he said?
Yep.
Oh, I'll jump on your big ass. Word.
Yep.
Talking about the viral situation that went down with Katt Williams. You're on V103.
If we know Katt Williams is who he is, then you have to put on your big boy pants and just take it. You can't expect Frank to step in and end the conversation or do something, because that's what he does. You know that's what he's about. And so I say this, you know, you can take this one or two ways. You can take it and say, yeah, it went too far, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Or you can say, you know what, it did go viral. So let me use this to my advantage.
V103, go right ahead.
My name is Tiffany. I just wanted to say that you invited hatred in. Katt Williams did not come in love. When he came, he did not come in love. He came with hatred, and you guys.
He came with love because he wanted red to shine. Fuck you, caller.
With a portal, you opened that door, and hatred came in and spread it across the nation. He never, when he started speaking, it was.
Oh yeah, acting like this man was the Antichrist or some shit. What the fuck?
Both. Love does not come boasting. And I thank you for opening this conversation and spreading the love and apologizing to that hatred spirit for even spreading it across the nation and opening that portal for the internet. So I thank you, and I just wanted to say that.
How you feel about that?
I mean, I'm listening to everybody, and I receive what everybody have to say, because that's just, it is what it is. And again, didn't want it to go that far. I just didn't. I didn't feel comfortable with it going that far. I invited him in, and she said, you invited him in, and I did. So, that's just kind of, how I feel. And again, I did apologize to my listeners, whoever I hurt. You know what I mean? If you felt like...
You really don't want an apology. We had a good laugh this weekend. Fuck out of here.
Like, this was wrong, then I apologize. I have no problem with that. But I do know that it felt like an agenda when he came into the radio station. Period.
Man, Teresa got y'all going with this shit. Agenda. They had an agenda, Planet of Fakes. Katt Williams came there with an agenda to fucking fuck with Wanda. And he didn't. Wanda fuck with him, and he fuck with Wanda back. Come on, man, it's just magazine. Fuck you. All weekend you think about the fucking cat and it didn't happen, and you stuck with this big funny looking ass husband. I get it, and you only can make broccoli, and he's unhappy, and you have 3 overgrown boys who probably eating up with corn dogs and pizza and junk food chicken. I get it.
When he got here.
Come on, yo.
I don't know.
That's why you said raising boys aren't simple. Yes, raising a boy is simple. You said they can be. And you asked you what you cook, you said broccoli. Can't be feeding no fucking boys broccoli in 2018. The fuck?
First time meeting.
And you said cook. Like you said, which is boys, so what can you cook? Anyway, let me stop.
So I'm not playing victim. I'm just, putting out there exactly what happened. So I receive it. I'm not a jokester, like going back and forth. I don't know how to do that. So I have no problem with saying, yeah, he did it. He won. He did it. I wasn't expecting it. It threw me off. It threw me totally off. I wasn't focused on, I'm getting ready to go back and forth with Katt. That's what he do. I received that. And I receive anybody that's doing well. I know Kevin Hart responded. Yeah. Did we have...
Yeah, Kevin Hart again. Still no mention of Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, or Hannibal Buress. Those names were mentioned in Katt Williams' mouth, and he insulted them. And not one time they said those 3 names in this explanation.
Kevin
and
Hart
Tiffany
did
responded as well.
Kevin made a quick statement. Obviously, Tiffany Haddish did respond by saying that she's famous now because Katt talked about her. And Kevin Hart responded a little bit on his social media.
When other people are choosing to frown and make an attempt to shit on my sister's bright light, I choose to turn up the knob and make that light brighter. Shouts out to my sister Tiffany Haddish, star of the movie Girls Trip. Had a phenomenal year. about phenomenal year. Let me break it down to you because I love to support. I go back with Tiff. I remember the days when Tiffany Haddish was sleeping out of her car. I remember the days when Tiffany Haddish was homeless. I remember.
Do you remember the days of fucking Tiffany? Because I bet you did, since we know you cheat on your wife. Put a one in the chat if you think Kevin Hart fucked Tiffany. How far of a stretch is that? Do you remember that, Kevin? You fuck ragged ass chicks in hotels. I'm sure you fucked Tiffany Haddish. I would fuck Tiffany Haddish. I know you did. Didn't you? Huh, Kevin? Do you remember those days? If you remember she was homeless, I know you remember that pussy, didn't you? She openly admits to being a freak. Now, if he a booty bed, I know he fucked Tiffany. I know he did. That's 100%. That man's wife is gorgeous. She was pregnant. That man fucked another women. Listen, and then the funny thing about Kevin, I ain't trying to shit on him, but let's just be real here. He apologized. Not for cheating. He apologized because he got caught. He didn't apologize for cheating on his wife. He apologized for getting caught. Trust and believe. It ain't like he was cheating on his wife and he had an epiphany and just told his wife, baby, I've been cheating on you. I'm sorry for fucking other women in hotel rooms. And yes, I did it. It's really me. As a matter of fact, my friend, he got the tapes. Now, nigga, your friend exposed you and you apologize for cheating because you got caught. That's the difference between men. They get caught and they apologize. They ain't apologize for doing it. Anyway, that's why I said, like, this is funny. Like, you sit up defending Tiffany just because somebody don't like her. Everybody's not to be liked. Everybody don't like me. There's 19 people watching. There's only 4 or 5 people in my chat room. I say all the time, man, don't watch me if you can't come out and talk to me. Don't be ashamed to watch me. You shouldn't be watching me to begin with. Don't do shit you're ashamed of. I know, maybe they just don't want to stick their neck out because people look at them different. That's how we are. This is 2018. It's the way of the world.
The days where Tiffany Haddish had not a dime in her pocket.
I remember when Tiffany Haddish had my dick in her mouth and she said, you gonna make me... Let me stop.
It's hard grinded, got to where she is today, and at the height of her career, when most should applaud, when most should celebrate, some choose to down. So you know what I do in this moment?
I call her up and tell her, hey, you remember back in 2007?
To not only put my baby sister up, but make you guys realize why she deserves to be up. #1 movie in Girls Trip. She's starring in a movie called Night School with me. She's on a TV show with
Night School.
Tracy Morgan called The Last OG. She's got a movie coming out that Tyler Perry did with her, Whoopi.
I like how you won't mention School Dance.
Goldberg, Tika Sumpter, and many more. She's got another movie coming out with Melissa McCarthy.
She won't even talk about. He mentioned every movie but School Dance. You think that was done on purpose? Y'all ain't read between the lines. They have an agenda.
And in return, received the Emmy on SNL. Filmed a special on Showtime. Just got a deal with Netflix to go and tape another special. I see a woman as well deserving of the position that she's in. And more importantly, I see a girl that's now positioned to open up doors for this younger generation of female comedians that are coming after her.
The show with Tracy Morgan is whack? I ain't never seen the show. If Michi said it's whack, it's gotta be.
All right.
And Tiffany Haddish was...
Yeah, I saw that joke with Puffy. Matter of fact, fuck the dumb shit. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Oh, see, Miss Angel, you started this. So I'm gonna finish it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. screen share. There we go. Screen capture. Let's get it.
Yeah, we want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed.
Look how he's looking like. Don't sit on the bed. Run it back.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get.
He's looking like.
But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and. Pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10, I was a little bit older, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was fucking stupid.
Your Usher made it in the... Hey,
Yo, every time I look, I can't get on the phone with him like...
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just.
Like he basically saying like, dude, don't sit on the bed. He looking like, nigga, you really telling people I sit on the bed? What the fuck?
Don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But
he said, don't get close to the bed. Like, nigga, you don't belong in here.
Like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it.
Then he snatched the mic. He snatched the mic. Hold on a minute, man. That mic snatched the mic from his ass quick. Like, bro, let me clear this up. Fuck you say?
Hosting the thing, man.
Look at him.
It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot.
Puffy like, bro, fuck around with this nigga acting funny. All right, let's get back to business. Let me stop bullshit. Okay, we had a little fun.
She just didn't have a whole lot to say. She just say, you know what, I'm praying and I'm good. So it's okay. We moving forward and. It's one of those things.
Oh, black. Listen, one thing black women gotta start doing is y'all gotta start playing the victim a lot better than this. This is horrible. Trust me, I've seen Lifetime movies better than this. This is horrible. This is bloody horrible. And you're gonna be fired. You said you threw the fucking station under the bus. You threw the station under the bus and then said they were disrespectful. For putting up Katt Williams embarrassing you.
All right. Well, we got 1,000 comments on our social media.
Right.
People are saying, I'm one of them.
I appreciate the transparency on the radio to clear the air. Another comment, I'm sorry, but Wanda started it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Own up to it. It's only one call they played that said she's playing a victim. Only one.
Your ego got...
I'm pretty sure it was more than that, but they only aired one call. And that probably was up to her. Like, don't... Listen, there's probably 100 calls where it was like, man, she tripping. Tell her stop playing. But she was like, if you're going to put up one call, put up this one call. Everybody else got to have my side. They probably did that for
her. You guys have been the face
of Atlanta. Like a book bag.
And Frank... For you to allow this to go on as long as you did is incomprehensible. You should have known to cut the interview.
Yeah, they're going to blame it, Frank.
Look at about
this
support
is sad, yo.
And about how Atlanta loves us.
This is sad.
Yeah, and that he was Katt Williams.
I could be playing Look what I could have been. I could be playing 2K19, bro. I'm wasting my time.
Those are the type
I
of
could have
calls
been
that we're
playing
getting,
Madden or some shit,
you know,
yo.
comments we're getting online off of our post. Do you have anything to say before we close?
No. I mean, I think I've said my piece, and
Your fake ass out of here.
I just,
And you gotta cry next time.
Stuff like that. I don't
cry.
I just don't. I did
Come on,
not
Teresa.
want to be going back
Cry
and forth
next
with him.
time.
I did not. Not even for a moment. Just didn't. So I admitted that ain't my thing. That's not what I do. So
No, I'm saying that white women play victims better. We all know this. They know how to say, "Oh my God, they tried to rape me." Yeah, they do it better. And this is if you watch this whole entire interview, this is a horrible fucking setup to play victim. She was like, "It hurts." Stop it. That's phony. And she didn't cry. This is Teresa all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Shed some tears. Come on, y'all. Let's see raw emotions.
and when people said that I shouldn't have, I didn't say I blamed you. I just said I felt like, at some point, yeah, it should have been cut off. But yeah, you're right. I could have cut it off myself. But
But do you understand what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You didn't know where.
Well, I'm not the comedian, so
Right,
I just see
right,
two
right.
comedians
No, I
going
get
back
that.
and forth.
I get that. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm okay, and I'm okay.
Okay.
Now I ain't got the Hall of Fame.
Okay. So we're done.
Yeah, that's it. I just wish, that it could have ended a better way with Katt and I, and in love, and instead of all of this extra stuff going on.
You think you should reach out to him?
Oh, she wished it ended in love. I told you she wanted some dick. She wanted to fuck Katt. That's all I'm telling you.
That's not how.
Your husband needed a divorce. He's sitting up trying to chase Katt. Listen. We know why he wanted to fuck Katt up. She wanted to fuck Katt, so he wanted to fuck Katt up. He know. Trust me. Listen. She went home. They had that awkward conversation. She talked about it. And he was like, "Damn, man, you just had that man sitting up flirting with you and shit. Like you wanted to fuck him or something?" And she probably was like, "Well, I thought about it." And that's why he trying to fuck Katt up. This ain't got shit to do with the radio interview. Frank know what he called about. He called because, man, girl was going to give up that pussy. We seen her. She was wet out. That chick was freaky as hell. She was thinking about fucking in the whole interview. Let's be real here.
How we do things.
Right.
And, I'm a woman. He's a man. And, this is our comedy world.
What would you say to him if you had a chance to talk to him?
I think that there's a lot of hurt there, like all the things that we watched in the news. One of the callers mentioned that, he's got a lot going on. And you never know what a person is going through. You never know what a person is feeling inside. So I don't know his walk in life. Money isn't everything. Money isn't love. Money doesn't buy health. Money doesn't buy a lot of things. But if a person doesn't feel good inside, then something has to take place. I remember one time when, even when Tip was going through his whole thing, and I said, "Frank, y'all should reach out to him, just talk to him right now," because in a place, I didn't want Tip to get in trouble. I didn't want nobody, to say negative things about him, because we love him. We love him. I was hurt when he got into all of that trouble, and then you spoke to him. I think you reached out to him, a couple of other, radio personalities reached out to him, and that's what love is fixing things and, rekindling relationships and making things work. I have no problem with that. Not at all. I don't have no problem being a bigger person, because that's who God made me. I have no problem with that. I don't want to end this.
Yeah, Katt ain't going through shit, man. Katt going through money.
It's our first time meeting.
Katt going through unlimited food spendages.
Yeah, I think it would be good if you reached out to him and just had a conversation, just the two of you. And I think,
fuck, because that's what she wants. She wants some dick.
I think if you tell him that you were hurt,
I'm hurt that you had me wet and my pussy was just throbbing, Next thing you know, you made jokes about me at the end. It hurt my feelings.
I think he would receive that. I don't, you know, he's got a lot going on.
I'll leave my husband for you, Cat. Oh, you know my asshole.
He's stressed out, and he had a lot going on. But I think he wants to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
I think Katt Williams wants to be loved. And I think if you reach out to him and say, hey, look, you know, you know how to do it. Sorry about what happened, whatever,
exactly.
You know, I didn't mean anything. I mean, you know, just sometimes extending the olive branch goes a long way with people. And I think that there's, you know, all the way around, there are obviously people that can point the finger at everything during this whole process. But really, at the end of the day, we all just have to sit back. And this is the
I mean, that's like 50 damn seconds left. Man, fuck them. Anyway, let's get into this damn donkey of the day shit, right? Cause I'm not going to play the video because I definitely don't want them to hear me. But I will show y'all this, right? Let me show y'all something. Man, you won't believe this shit. Let's see. I hit the wrong button. Screen capture. Oh. Okay. Let me blow this up. I'll tell you what. Let's put. Because I'm gonna do the other video too, right? You see this? And just in case you don't see it, let me zoom it in. I gotta make sure you see this. Y'all see that? 3.7K likes. 7.1K in dislikes. Double the dislikes. Now I'm going to show you something. Typically when there's more dislikes like that, especially at this high of a number compared to likes, this particular video is supposed to be flagged. But you know what protects this account? YouTube protects this account. There's no flag in this channel. Breakfast Club don't get strikes. Let me tell you something. You can have 300 likes and 700 dislikes. You stand a chance of your channel getting striked, flagged. But that's not the point. And let me take this down. And I'm going to show y'all. We're going to go through the footage in a second. But I want to play the donkey of the day. Because I thought that was hilarious too. And let me move this over here. I'm going to put this on pause for us. Okay. Am I back? I don't know what the hell happened, but am I back? Am I gone? Yeah, I'm still here. I don't even know if I'm still here or not. Okay, yeah, I'm here. I don't know what the hell. This damn Xsplit is with this shit. Now my internet didn't cut out this time. Good morning, Be Well Driven. I don't know what the hell just happened. I tried to put up the. We'll just do a screen share because Xsplit is acting stupid on adding sources. So what we're gonna do? We're just gonna screen share and we're gonna roll. But I can't play the video. So I'm just gonna screen share. We're gonna run through this shit. We're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna make sure I don't even play the video. Just do audio.
Yes. The Breakfast Club.
As a matter of fact, I can do that over here. I want to look at the comment section. We'll just do screen share over here. Fuck that. Cause I want the comments and shit up here. Let's turn that off. Let's turn you off. Alright. And we're gonna roll with this.
Bitches. Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well,
Nice.
Donkey of the Day for Monday, September 17th goes to comedian
cool.
Katt Williams.
We'll
Now,
roll
if you
like
missed
that.
it this weekend, Katt Williams was a guest on Frank Ski and Wanda's morning show. Drop on the clues bombs for Frank Ski and Wanda. Frank Ski has always been good to the Breakfast Club, always showed us love. Salute to that man. I respect everything he does in business and in the game of radio. The reason I can respect that man is because unlike Katt Williams, I am not a bitter-ass hater. See, that's all Katt Williams was doing on Frankie and Wanda's show, hating with a side of lion. Matter of fact, that wasn't a side of lion. Katt Williams served us 2 entrees during that interview. One was a main course with fresh chicken pot lie. The other was stir-fried hate. Okay, what dish would you like to revisit first? Let's start with the chicken pot lie. Okay, this is Katt Williams on Frankie and Wanda running down some of his resume. Let's hear it.
I do have more comedy specials than any comedian breathing or dead. That's only 7 more than Richard Pryor, 6 more than Martin Lawrence, and 6 more than Chris Rock, 5 more than Dave Chappelle. Those are just facts, sir. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix. I'm on my 15th consecutive 100-city tour. On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jacksonville. Pimp Chronicles has already grossed over $24 million alone as one special because of Atlanta.
What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had 2.4 million tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Now, let's unpack some of this. We live in the information age. There's nothing you can't Google. But a lot of us don't take the time to research. We hear someone we respect say something in an interview. We read something someone posts on social media, and we run with it as fact. And the fact that Katt Williams said these are facts solidifies it for some people. The reason I hate situations like this is because when you have the experience that Katt Williams has, you should be using your opportunities and experiences to teach, not lie. Now let's break down some of these lies. Okay, Katt Williams said he has more filmed stand-up specials than any comedian breathing or dead. That is a lie. George Carlin has 14 HBO specials. Katt Williams said he has 9 specials. George Carlin, 14. We can all do math in here, right? Okay, next.
What's up, Islam? What's happening, bro?
On HBO.
Okay, George Carlin got more. I didn't know he had 14. Okay, so so he's doing fact check. That's I respect that.
Showtime, Comedy Central, and Naughty on Netflix. I don't even know what that means. Okay, all right. But you can Google the top 10 stand-up specials over the last 40 years on HBO Go or HBO Now. Chris Rock has number 1 with Bigger and Blacker. Number 2 is Tig Notario, Boyish Girl Interrupted. Number 3 is Dave Chappelle, Killing Him Softly. Comedy Central has a list of top 100 stand-up comics, and Katt not even on the list. I couldn't find the Showtime stand-up special rankings, and my people at Showtime haven't hit me back yet. But by now, we should be noticing a pattern here. So it's safe to say...
No, well, so if Chris has the biggest show on HBO, then he's right about that. Then Chris has the biggest show. Now, if he's talking about this era, maybe he misquoted. But what Charlamagne is saying is correct. He's not right about that. There's 2 things he's not right about, honestly.
That was a lie too. Katt Williams said Pimp Chronicles has grossed $24 million. All right, so far. Now Pimp Chronicles did great. But where did you get the $24 million number from, Katt? We would like to see receipts because if Pimp Chronicles...
Don't ask for no receipts if you can't pull it up. Nah, see, we're not doing that. You should have receipts yourself. If you can't pull it up, then only he knows gross for $24 million.
It was gross $24 million. It would be in the top 10 of stand-up comedy concerts ever. But it's not. In fact, if it grossed $24 million, it would be number 4 on that list over Kevin Hart, What Now, which grossed about $23 million. Martin Lawrence, Run Tell That, which did like $19 million. Richard Pryor, Here and Now, which did $16 million. All I'm saying is, if Katt Williams really did $24 million on Pimp Chronicles, how come nobody has any record of that but Katt? Oh, and Katt did tell the truth when he said Netflix only cares about ticket sales. His business, never personal. I told you all that earlier this year in regards to the Monique situation. But Katt Williams said he sold 2.4 million tickets on his last tour. Do y'all know how much 2.4 million tickets sold is? I'm trying to put this in perspective for you. If Katt Williams sold 2.4 million tickets on his last tour, that's more than Beyonce sold for her Formation tour. That's more than Taylor Swift sold for her 1989 World Tour. That's more than Madonna sold for her...
Maybe he meant $2.4 million in tickets. But if he said tickets, then that's incorrect.
Her MDMA tour. That's more than the Eagles sold on their Long Road Out of Eden tour. That's more than Justin Timberlake sold on his 2020 Experience World Tour. That's more than Billy Joel sold on his Billy Joel in Concert Tour. And these are artists who are doing this globally around the world in arenas. So tell me how it's possible for Katt Williams to sell 2.4 million tickets domestically in theaters. If Katt sold 2.4 million tickets, he would have made the Forbes list. See, Katt, you sound smart to a dumb person, and there's a lot of people out there who won't take the time to research, and I know you asking why Katt lying so much. I'll tell you why. Because he knew he was about to start hating on people, so he had to show y'all he out here still winning, so it wouldn't look as if he was hating, because the truth is it's rare that you will have a hater that's doing better than you. Now let's listen to what Katt Williams had to say about Kevin Hart. No, let me rephrase. Let's listen to what Katt Williams had to hate on about Kevin Hart, Gerard Carmichael, Lil Rel, Hannibal Buress, and Tiffany Haddish. Let's hear it.
They're going to let you do your special, Gerard Carmichael, but nobody's going to watch it. They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars. They think you have to be somebody that women want to sleep with and men want to be. But because we black, they say, oh, you don't even deserve that. So you get Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Gerard Carmichael, all in a row, Hannibal Buress, just dudes that no woman would talk to in Lenox Mall, let alone you making them movie stars.
Let's keep going. Rolling to Tiffany, go.
She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip Goofball? Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe.
But people like real, and that's why they like her.
Is that what they like?
They love real.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound of my voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man.
Now, it's one thing to have an opinion, right? It's another to just hate. Katt had zero opinion on Lil Rel's talent, Gerard's talent, Hannibal's talent, Kev's talent. He was just hating. If he would have said, I don't find any of them funny, I don't know why people like them, I think these individuals are funny or cool, that's an opinion. But what does Rel, Gerard, and Hannibal being ugly got to do with anything? Who cares if girls would walk past them in Lenox Mall? What that got to do with their talent? And
I like how he didn't, because he didn't pull out what I said. I said he didn't point out the colorism part about the light-skinned women, and then he disrespected all these guys that he called ugly. They all were dark-skinned, every one of them.
And them being funny. Not to mention, Tiffany Haddish has a stand-up special called The Hood to Hollywood on Showtime. She's been on tour for a year. She's got another stand-up coming on Netflix next year. Like, what's the point of lying the way Katt Williams is lying? And those white Hollywood executives that like Kevin, Gerard, Rel, Hannibal, and Tiff, that's not the talent's fault the white executives like them. I mean, damn, Katt, they used to like you too. But then you became an uninsurable liability because you couldn't stay out of trouble. Simple as that. You became a liability to Hollywood. Katt Williams, I need you to know that destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. And Katt Williams, you chose drugs over your career. Those are the facts, sir. So kids, what is the lesson to be learned from all of this? Well, always remember, someone...
Oh, yeah, he did a lot of lying. He did a lot of lying. I'll admit. Yeah, he did do that. A lot of fucking lying. I'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this fucking video. Let's get into this thingamajig here. Let me zone this back out. I can't even fucking scroll the damn menu. I forgot I zoned this shit in too far. We'll watch the surveillance video here and we out. I don't know what that is. Let me cut that down before I get a copyright infringement. Okay. There we go. And there's no audio to it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, can y'all see it? Alright, so this is supposed to be surveillance of the Atlanta Theater Club, fuck this is. Lego. Alright, so let's try to identify people. Let's get everybody identified here. Alright. Can you play the video, bro? For whoever fuck running this shit. Alright, here go Katt, as you can see. I'm assuming this is security. Like, yo, I'm a big nigga, but if I'm this big, I don't belong in security. No security guard should be that fat. My nigga got fucking MC Hammer hips. Hands hips, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that's the dude right there, as you can see here. Let me run it back. Alright. Here we go. I hate when people just start late. Like, press the fucking play button, bro. It's like 10 seconds and shit into the damn recording here. There we go. Alright, there you go. Now, that's Katt right here. He's identified. Alright, it's him. Now, apparently, somebody's behind the brick. I'm assuming Wanda's supposed to be behind here. And that's supposed to be the bodyguard of the husband. Let's find out. Yeah, that's the bodyguard, because it's the husband right here. I guess. Okay, here we go. We watching Kanika 36 hour footage. Now we're not watching Kanika footage. This is supposed to be what happened at the club. Apparently Wanda and Katt had an argument. Her husband allegedly chased him with a pistol, and it was said that on video you never seen him with a pistol. Oh my god, what is up with this pixelated freezing here? What is going on? I'm not doing this. Come on, bro. Y'all don't have a better playback? Oh, he's skipping. Okay, now that's Katt right here. This is Katt. Indubitably, this is Katt, and that guy in the blue is his bodyguard. That's obvious. Now, apparently, Wanda is back here. Either she's right here, but if that's the husband comes out the door. But where's Wanda? That's not Wanda. That chick ain't fat enough. That's not Wanda. Wanda was never over here. So what the hell happened? I'm confused. Okay. I'm confused here. It's a different angle. We got a different angle here. Different angle. Yay! Okay. Now this is when he pulled up in the club. And this is 7 minutes earlier, right? Goodness, nigga don't even know how to play the fuck. What? Okay, yeah, they fast forwarding it to. Yeah, this would be a different angle here. Dope angle, because apparently this is where he walks up eventually. Okay. Yeah, it look like my camera was set up. Okay, that's these the camera guys. I'm assuming they get paid to do all the fucking, photo shooting and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Alright, we're looking for Wanda. Wanda claimed that she was out there. Now, Wanda claimed that he approached her. Now, first of all, for the record, there go Wanda at the door, right? Now, this is what I want to know. That's her husband, right? Now, this is what I want to know. As the camera moves forward, look at the clock, 10:12, 10:13, seconds. 10:14. Seconds tick. Alright, 10:14 p.m. 10:15 p.m. There go the husband. Husband right here. There he go. So apparently he's looking for somebody. Right? Allegedly that's the husband. I'm not sure. Bodyguard. On deck. Big fat ass nigga. I don't know who the fuck you gonna chase. I don't know what you gonna do. You're not even a threat, dude. Like, why niggas is that big? Niggas that big need to be in football. Not even football. You too big for that too. Alright, so now go another guy looking out. Here come Troy Ave looking at that dude, whoever he is. But this is supposed to be the husband, I'm assuming. There go Wanda. Now she's looking at the door, so apparently she's looking for somebody. And she's smiling. There she go. No, that's her. Yep. Okay, she hugged the little Boosie looking at that dude with the Boosie fade. And dude is too short to be this big, yo. Honda. Looking at this nigga. Okay, so is that the guy that chased him? Cause what did he say to her? Hold on. I'm paying attention to. Now he the bodyguard, right? Not bodyguard, but he the security. I could be wrong about this big light skinned dude, but I want to know if he's security. Where did he go? Okay, here come the bodyguard and Katt. Alright? Now, he walked up and correct me if I'm wrong. Did she not say he walked up to her face? Because this looks every bit of maybe 15 feet, 20 feet away. And the bodyguard they're walking the other way. Apparently, something was said, but what I'm trying to figure out. What's up, big dog? What I'm trying to figure this out. Is he standing there? And she's standing there. But he's outside the door and she's by the door. So apparently she's by the door with every intent to not really be out next to him. And the whole time she's looking this way. If she's looking this way, she watched him come up. Right? Now as soon as he said something, right? He didn't have enough time to say anything about, man, don't do that. So that's a lie. Because instantly he chased after him. He went right after him. Instantly. And now she got comfortable. You see it? And now everybody's running that way because that's where the action is. Now she walked back in the door. And whoever this chick is, she finna watch. I don't think it was what she said. I don't think it was like that. I think he walked up, and I think that husband of hers said something to him. Because he stood there with every intent waiting on Katt. And that's what people were saying, like, oh, he was there to meet Katt. And she knew. She tried to pretend like she didn't know what was up. Okay, now with this stuttering. Come on, yo. Okay, here we go. Alright, he got his phone, feet kicked up. He got them Timbs on. Yeah, he ready to fight. He got the Timbs on. He ready to fuck somebody up. Gray was getting. See, she laughing and smiling and shit. See, this is before he pulls up. Now, I see. Hold on, this is where I want to see. This is after he hugged her, right? So it was after he hugged her because he walked the other way. Yeah, see, he hugged her, and that go dude. He went the other way. Is that Lil Zane? He got a Lil Zane t-shirt on, yo. Look at her. See? You see her? Her body language says it all. He's saying something to her. So he got his hand on his hip. He waiting on Katt. He's waiting on Katt. Katt. That's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting on him. And he said some words. And then he goes after him. Trust and believe. I believe that dude was there to meet Katt. And Katt wasn't going inside. Katt said, fuck going inside. I ain't going inside. And of course there's no other angle. That's the only angle. And that's it. A few seconds left on the tape. The real tape. The whole tape. Let's look at the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Let me see. Let's look at the comments. Alright. Yeah, Lil Zane is still rapping, bro. Believe it or not. Let's look at the comments. The comments is hilarious. This helper's a lie. Her and her posse, including her husband, were waiting outside the entrance for Katt. She planned the whole thing. She even had lookouts to tell when Katt is coming. She needs to get fired and prosecuted. Now her husband, possibly her, up on charges. I hope she happy and feels vindicated. All that religion she was talking the day after. Now I see. A woman's scorn is the dangerous one. The husband is lame as head straight like that. Your wife is the common. Dude was really outside waiting. Exactly. If he was sitting outside waiting, Lamorris and Wanda need to go to jail. I saw it. He does have a gun. The video might very well mark the end of her career. She marked the end of her career when she said, and I quote, when she put the radio station under the bus. Her husband got mad because Katt Williams wanted to fuck. And that's what it seemed like. And she liked him. That's what he mad about. I'm looking at the damn interview a lot deeper. He was picking her brain. She enjoyed it. And she got upset. She had her feelings hurt. It was deeper than that. So I better download this video before it gets taken down. Glad you reminded me, buddy. Took something. Let me get that. Download 1080p style. Alright, it's done. Yeah, 10 seconds. Come on. 10 second download, done. Alright, dude was really outside. Boom. She kept coming outside. She knew it was up. Simple as that. And like what gave it away was this view right here. This was the view that gave it away. Like when you get to see, you see her a lot closer. Like you get to see right here where he walks up. See? This is when he walks up, right? And the bodyguard is in front of him. So he never even approached her. He's too far away to say, she said he approached her. Y'all don't believe me? Let's go back to the video. Hold on. Where is that? Okay, hold on. Wanda, Katt Williams. Cause I don't feel like opening. Well, fuck it. Fuck opening it. Hold on, we go and do screen share. I gotta make sure. Oh goodness, come on, yo. All these ads. Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. Fuck out of here. Come on, yo. All right, here we go.
Came back and he came to the door and he said, "Okay."
Here we go. Cause I got
Whatever.
I got a memory like a motherfucker. I knew
The
exactly
first
what
bar,
she said.
then there's a second bar.
Here we go.
About you hurts me because we're family. I'm not sitting there looking online laughing because I'm like looking at it like, oh, that's my partner. So I didn't like it. You know, now to address the whole thing about how it got out, amongst other people that were in the office, we thought.
Yeah, fuck that. Cause that's
I
what's
wasn't
but I
asked
played it.
No,
oh, fuck all that.
the first bar, then there's a second bar, which I know that
Hold on.
studio, right?
Yeah.
And we played. You had. I'm looking at your computer, and there's a first bar, then
Okay, that
out,
ain't
and
it.
I'll end there. And so I took it as okay. Well, that's all he's gonna play.
Mhm.
That
Okay, this ain't it. That's what she explained.
Recirculate
the video
I got it.
that was
about
uncomfortable.
the shit that was
I mean,
happening.
So when I got there, I always have a guest list. So I had a guest list with a couple people
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it was right after that.
to
Come
do
on
what
now.
I do every single Saturday.
Come on.
The viral situation
Here we
with
go.
Katt Williams that happened over the weekend. From Wanda, from Friday to Monday morning, it's been going crazy. But many people want to know what happened on Saturday with the
Okay,
reports that are coming
right.
out, and including the report that came out on SandraRose.com.
Okay, so
Here we go.
Saturday night, which I always perform at Atlanta Comedy Theater, Red Grant was a headliner. So, I got to the comedy club to do what I do every single Saturday. So when I got there, I always have a guest list. So I had a guest list with a couple people supposed to come. My makeup artist had some
If you had a guest list, you wouldn't be standing at the door, and your husband wouldn't be standing outside. You already in trouble.
people that was supposed to come. So what happened was they asked, they were like, "Wanda, you got guests?" I said, "Yeah." So I brought the comedian on, and I went back in the green room. So one of the guys came and said, "Hey, Wanda, you got guests at the back door." So I left the green room and I went.
What was the guess? Nobody walked in that door when you was sitting out there. Nobody. I think one person came out. Nobody came in. Am I right or wrong about that?
To the door, the back door.
And I think if anything, one person came in, but you said guests plural with an S.
Where we normally let our guests in. So when when they opened the door, I'm looking. I didn't see them. I saw two of the people, but I was looking for the rest of the people. So I walked outside the door, and when I walked outside of the door, I saw Katt Williams and his bodyguard walking up towards the comedy club, and so he saw me, and he made a beeline to where I was, came over, and was like, "I told you, effing with me gonna make you go viral." And that's when my husband said.
So he
Man,
stepped to you.
Yes, he came. Oh, he was walking and walked over from where he was in the street in front of the grocery store, walking down. He made a beeline turn to come over where I was and said, "I told you, effing with me would make you go viral." And that's what my husband said, "Hey, dog, man, find something else to do, dog."
He didn't say that because as soon as he started saying, so as soon as he walked up, Katt is walking away, and he immediately went right after Katt.
He was like, "I jump on you," and then
He said that. He said, "I'll jump on you." Did he say you or him?
With Xsplit.
Oh goodness, ads. Come on, ads. Hold on, cut the volume back up.
oh, the police was there. The police is always there. Security is always there, all the time. The police is always there.
So if security is there, he had a bodyguard. Security was there. Your husband coming out the Katt. You do understand it's against the law, right? Like he had a bodyguard and you had security. You were supposed to tell security to do his job. But who am I?
So all the rumors that are out there, I can't move forward.
Yeah,
with all
we
the
can't
rumors.
address it.
Yeah, I know you can't address it because of criminal matters and yada 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 yada.
We had to stop the music this morning and have a conversation.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, anyway. Any fucking way. It is 5:38 Central. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you missed this, go to the very beginning. If you want to just go check it on your own, go check it on your own. Go watch the Katt Williams interview from V103. It was funny. I don't care what nobody say. He was hypocritical. He said some things he shouldn't have said. He said some things I don't agree with. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying everything Katt did was right. There were some things he did wrong. I did point out his hypocrisy in black male comedians and black female comedians alike. I did, and I repeat. Let me fix my joint here. And I repeat, I did call out his hypocrisy in everything he did. Alright? So I don't want it to be like I'm the one that's just sitting up here talking about everything he did was funny. No, some shit that he did wasn't right. The hypocrisy in both should have been the same, especially being that he's a comedian. And from what we understand now, he did lie about this $24 million grossing and biggest shit on HBO, maybe Showtime, because he never said it was I don't know. Katt Williams, you're a little full of shit, and it is what it is. In the meantime, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll be back. Who knows? I'm busy and shit. I might be back tomorrow night. Maybe, maybe not. I want to do a Kanika rundown. I want to go through all the videos I did and bore the shit out of y'all. You know, I want to talk about this chick, but I'll do that another time. The Corinne Harris chick. I'll talk about that probably another day. I just thought that was funny. Let me just end it with this. Corinne, you supposed to be suing me down there 2 months ago. I'm still waiting on this lawsuit. In the meantime, we checking in, checking out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm going to go back to my joint, because I love this joint here. We're going to end with Stuck on the Grind by Nipsey Hussle. 1.
ThatPiff.com world premiere.
I can feel a vibe, hustle on the ride. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All she want is time, all she want is time. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. Lock the city down till the summertime. Time to slice these niggas up some humble pie. Caravan of foreigns, let my youngin' drive. Elevate my game for the 100th time. You can hold me down through these troubled times. I'll be another victim to my stubborn pride. Hold me down through these troubled times. Be another victim to my stubborn pride. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Middle of the night, kitchen lights is on. Roll me up a back, then I light the stove. Taught her stay calm when the crisis on. She say I die alone, I set my life upon. High Park hustle, speaking hyperbole. Translation, get the money, never wife a hoe. Clip is full already, now it's time to go. Shoulder full already, where these shirts should go. Crash got opinions, how my life should go. I'm screaming, fuck them, they can suck a dick and die tonight, you know. Bullets, rain on them, cut the life support. My section ride for sport, every night of course. Niggas dying every day, that's the price of war. Gang members spending thousands at the nicest stores. Levitate on 5-star luxury. Every time I ride, shit come for me. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Make a movie, take the top off. About to cross over like hot sauce. On this gutter shit, I never hopped off. Most calculated move by far. Always with a model in a fly car. 30,000 for the python. Rockin' knee highs, drinking white wine. Listening to in my lifetime. In the nighttime, looking at the city skyline. Getting sky high. Took the little bitch to Popeye. She was top 5. Excitement that she get from pop life could never top mine. Once you get the hustle locked down, you can stockpile. Level up another notch now, like a stock now. Every time I take the top down, she arch her eyebrows. Turning up the music hot now, she feel alive now. Love me like we from a small town, let's make them all round. You splurge, I splurge, we ball later and we ball now. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Ain't no going back once the lights on you. Left the dorm in the middle of the night, homie. Affidavits going viral, that's your life, homie. Ain't no point of even tryna lie, homie. Just go out to all the SNY, homies. If you step before dishonor, you should die, homie. Fuck you niggas, you disrespected the tribe, homie. Wounded pride, it's written all in your eyes, homie. Stuck in the grind. Stuck in the grind, I'm stuck in the grind. Look me in my eyes, call me on my lies. I'm stuck in this grind, I'm stuck in this grind. Yeah. December 1st, 2017. We begin. All money in. Y'all die. Yeah. Whoa. The marathon continues, nigga. Whoa, whoa. These niggas all-star weekend. Let's see about it.
You see that Malcolm X chain? That's a dope ass chain. Now if you get a chain, he got a chain with Malcolm X thinking around his neck. Grand Rising, Tiny, what's good? Good morning. I'll leave y'all with these words because I don't think a lot of people pay attention to the lyrics. You can hold me down through these troubled times, or be another victim of my stubborn pride. Hold down through these troubled times, or be another victim of my stubborn pride. Stuck in the grind, look me in the eyes, call me on my lies. Checking in, checking out.